sunset. Where my little cozy went for my cups. All right, I'll be back in a sec. My cozy went. I'll have to try to find that later. You take a can out of the fridge, it's a cold can, and I don't like constantly grabbing a whole cold can. I don't even care about it keeping the contents cold. Huh. I have no clue. Sparrow needs a tracking chip installed on his cozy. Well, normally I have it just at my desk. There's not many other places I use it. Only thing I can think of was for board game meet last. I think I used it a bit. I just need more of them. Like the one I have was free from work. I just need to, I think, see if they have any others. Every now and then they'll have like this influx of, like, I don't know, merch or fun stuff. And actually, I think they're giving away they're giving everybody a jacket this year, I think, which is I'm actually kind of looking forward to, because I think I got a jacket from my job when I worked in medical. Oh god, that would be 6.5 probably years ago now, and it's a nice jacket, but it says like Cantel quality assurance on the side, and like Cantel was purchased, so it's not even a company anymore, and I don't work for that place anymore anyway, so it's a little weird wearing it to the new job. So it's like, be nice to have one with repping the current job, but just jackets can be expensive. Nice thing is they actually have a store to buy merch through work that I think you buy everything at cost, and it takes it out of your paycheck tax free. So then it's cheaper, even more than that, because it's just, you're not having to pay taxes on it either. So I've been meaning to poke around with that more. Every now and then they get really cool stuff and on the store. Like sometimes they'll have like just shirts and pens and stuff, but then every now and then they'll have like model replicas of bomber planes, and like for cheap, and some other little like memorabilia type stuff that's actually really cool. They had like what was it, not the B-52, but the one of the first stealth planes, the like triangle shaped black one. They had a really cool, like pretty big, like 1 foot across, like replica that you could get for like under $100. F-117. I can't remember. Different division. Yeah, I think, no, it can't be them specifically, because that's Lockheed. But it was something like that. I think it was the B2. Yeah, it was the B2. Yep, B2 Spirit. As soon as yeah, sorry, I looked it up. Yeah, it was the B2 Spirit. Do you just know stealth planes? I have no idea. But that makes sense. I always had B in my head. Hello, Jinxie Geek. Hello, Matt. I don't know if I said hi to Sir Edward as well, but hello. I think we're good to go. Michael just got home, so he'll be an extra minute. Did it musically? It is. There we go. There it is. Okay. Instead of trying to up it. Okay. So I think we're on our first shot here. So I think as I put in the title, the first shot is our last shot. This is the last one that needs to be completed, but it's also going to be rough. It's got the most crap in it, and I have concerns for RAM, mainly that, like, I have different ponies in the different shots. So like, I feel like I need to do some changes here though. Can you hear the, or like, you can start without Michael. He's got to eat pizza first, and then he'll be done. No, is the banging going on through this? Yeah. Okay. So there is a couple things I need to do first. I am going to have to pull over the lip syncing from the other one. I'm going to have to load up the pan and the thing. Is she wearing her little, like, backpacky thing? She's not. Is there any other shot that she's visible? I don't think so. I think what I'm going to need to do here, though, is either move this closer or move them further back, because I can see the fire there, and so them passing it, I feel like it should be like that, which can work. I think as long as I have them in focus, I think that'll be fine, even if I push them back a little bit. A little funny, I just finished adding names to my image, and yours is one of the last ones. Just the pics we took at 2022 Ciderfest. What is image? It's probably some software I'm not aware of. Poor ponies. They're fine. I also have to figure out is it going to be where I need... Oh. Okay, technically, Izzy's not visible here. So I think I can get away with... I think I can get away with... Or not Izzy. The like teal one. Misty. Yeah, Misty. It's a NAS app that I set up with the NAS. I set up yesterday. Set up Plex 2. Ah, is it a... oh, I'm guessing... So it's a Docker that you set up for your NAS, probably for image backups. Like auto image backups, I'm guessing. Go back there. Nope, it's fine. Oh, I think it is kind of clipping, but it's just that there's a rod there. It's not moving enough, I think, to be a matter. If I think though that model that's going through her tail, I could probably put it over it, but I can't move it alone because I probably have to move a bunch of other stuff. I can do... can't I turn? Oh, it's the pieces of the tail. I want jiggles. I want the actual tail. Yeah, going up and over that might be kind of rough, but make it work. Like even that though. There's a little bit of a backwards motion. I can probably, and that's probably based on the, if I lock this, the pelvis. So I don't want to actually offset it completely. I want to have it be where there's like a little bit of pullback, and that's fine. It's, I just need to manually try to change it to make it look more like it's staying in position. Oh, and then it's going to collapse other things. Even if I do it like that? Yeah. Okay. What if I unlock it? I still need to remember. Okay. So it's for this period of time. Now if I do it without that lock, does it work correctly? Because now it's a separate bone. Yeah, so it's still a little weird. I think I'm just going to see if I can move that model. That was the one. Oh, it's just up below it. Okay. Trash? It's trash. This one. So if I move any of it, yeah, it's moving all of it. Just like, does that trash pile work? Oh. That trash pile works. It's a photo backup app. It's just part of an 8 terabyte pool that I'm using for PC stuff and general backup. Trying a new NAS OS called. Oh, you're doing the HexOS thing. Okay. I know it's in beta. So only Plex and image. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're using the only two that are there. Yeah, I understand that. But that's kind of fine because those are photo backups, and Plex are probably two of the biggest uses that you'll have for a NAS. Or some any kind of what do you call them? Dockers. Optical illusion from a distance causes it to look transparent. But yeah, but it was technically clipping in a noticeable way, so that's not a bad idea to fix it. But I think we're having another issue. But technically that's going through her leg now. So yes, we do need to still move it. I remember having some issues trying to find a position that actually worked with this. Because I wanted the trash to be there, but I wanted to make sure that it wasn't like clipping anything too hard. Like there, I was clipping her tail some more. That's clipping her there, so that's not gonna work. If I spin it some more, Then it just almost feels empty. Then it's some more. We're getting. So the original one we had was nowhere. Where'd it go? Whatever. Oh, I moved it. That. Oh no, that's bricks there too. Maybe like that. It's a pretty low angle, so I think that'll work. I'll just put another one over here. Like, because I want something over there. Once this moves, it kind of feels empty otherwise. Why did that just make controls visible? I must have clicked the wrong one. Okay, I'll do, and let's do that. There, now it looks layered. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Horse.
I see that.
What did you get, horse? I saw you got horse.
You saw I got mid-prim horse.
Yeah.
Now I've completely forgot I even ordered these from her.
Oh, you brought it down with you. Oh yeah, the smoochy ponies.
Yeah. Got some smoochy ponies.
Oh, I got the green screen still on.
Those ones like the smooch. So I hear.
They do?
Yeah.
They're not. Well, they're teasing each other right now. She put them in such a way. Thank you, mid-prem. That's pretty nice. I was waiting for it to be something like goofy because she would know who it went to.
Yeah. Nah, she's probably got a lot on her mind right now. One imagines.
Yeah, let me get rid of that green screen. There we go.
But yes, I had to give me some smoochy ponies.
Smoochy, but they only can smooch each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can have them, one of them smooch anything one direction.
These horses are married?
Mm-hmm.
Have you know?
Okay, so if another horse came up and was like, "Can I smooch you?" They have to say no.
The one horse would murder the other horse. So.
Yeah, but that's you're not talking reality. You're talking what you want.
Murder.
No. No, more smooch. Or we're going to work on the first shot here.
You don't know how these kind of pins are made? I imagine she outsources them. But I don't think she has like a press in her house.
No, you make the designs, you can send it out, but the difficulty is cost is expensive unless you bulk order.
Yeah.
Because it's not a cheap process to get like the mold and everything figured out. But once you do, you can I believe they get cheap pretty fast. So
I do think I have a smoochy Twilight somewhere that I got at the con.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, I'm guessing she just buys them in bulk. I know there are places out there that do things like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's places out there that you can do anything now.
Anything?
Did you see on that counter? I got a calendar today.
The calendar is a threat to me.
No, there was one that came in the mail.
Yeah.
It was just the city calendar that's covered with ads, but it's something because you have nothing.
I have 10 of the 12 months done.
What time did you go to bed last night?
Midnight. Then I didn't sleep.
I was gonna say you're making it sound a little late.
Huh?
I thought I heard you make it sound a little late.
No.
Because last time you're like, I went to bed at 11, and then I'm like, Michael, and you're like, you had to think about it after like a minute or two, and you're like, oh yeah, it was like 12:31.
Let's blend together. No, last night I went to bed just after midnight, but then I woke up at like 5, and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I'm doing great. I'm gonna drink some booze.
Which bag is it? I think it's this one.
Yeah, like I I must have ordered these like back during Thanksgiving.
Back when you were doing your I'm bored purchases?
Yeah, this was one of the I'm bored purchases, along with 100 pony cups, which it was a good purchase, despite what some people say. We needed cups.
No, I specifically texted you some point. We have hundreds of cups.
Well, we needed those cups. We didn't have those
And
cups.
then you're trying to take the ones out that I said don't buy because we had and replace it with the smaller horse cups.
Yeah, because they had the horses on them.
Yeah, but then it says on there, write your name on your cups.
Yeah.
But you don't want that.
No, you can't write on the horse. You gotta write around the horse.
Yeah, no, because it's all horse. He just ordered like 100 like plastic, not plastic, like the cheap paper kids cups, and he just said because I was bored. That's the reason.
That really is why. I was at my grandfather's and with my mother's place for an extended period of time following during the Thanksgiving holiday, and there was nothing to do but to sit there, watch football, and like play on my phone. So, sitting on my phone, I ordered 100 My Little Pony cups. Because that's what you do.
I read it.
You're really bored.
Should I just expect random packages from like all over the place?
I've made my next trip shorter. So hopefully that won't happen. No
I
promises.
thought somebody bought you the ticket, so it was up to them how long you were staying.
Well, I told them how long I could stay.
Oh.
I did not want a repeat of Thanksgiving. I want to go and say hi and do my due diligence as a good son and sibling. But after that, I want to get out of there. I want some just doing nothing time.
I'm gonna have so much of that.
I know.
Not for a little while. I have like 3 family events in 5 days, so I have to do all those.
Yeah, but you don't gotta like work for a ridiculous.
After that, I have like
time.
a week off straight that I have nothing. Where's that stupid pipe? It's got to be called pipe. I'm like filling my RAM, just looking for stupid pipe.
Here's that guy. I'm gonna pronounce his name wrong. He's a pony animator. Does 2D art. It's like he's a macaroni pony guy. Or has a Y in there somewhere. I don't remember. But he was showing some of his test rigs for his G5 Tail Your Tail stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like show quality. So he's gonna finish the show for us guys. It's gonna be great. That one man.
I think I saved it. I usually save it, but I don't trust myself. Yeah, I saved it. So I gotta go figure out which pipe it is. I was thinking like 100 ceramic mugs. Yeah, that would be expensive. That'd be super expensive.
No, it was like a cheap. I got 100 of them for like $30. It was cheap.
Oh, I gotta put the taco bucket sign on the
yeah.
the one too.
Can't forget that. It's a good joke.
I almost want to like. Is this 3D text? Oh, it is, so I can't. I wanted to almost purposely blur it. Yeah, I can't blur it.
Can't you put something in front of it that'll blur it? Like an effect or something?
Oh, in post, but that would be kind of harder to do. No, blur ever so slightly, just so then it'd be like a distance thing and you can't read it. Because if it's in 4K, somebody could probably read it beforehand. And I think it's more fun when it pops up here. I could ever so slightly shrink it to try to just make it smaller and harder to see. Because usually you can get away with like 10 to 20% size differences and people won't notice, especially when you're working with distance. Yeah, so where's the pipe?
But if you see the sign when up close at this moment, but
It's from. What's a workshop slasher? Okay, it's a workshop.
it's from what's the? Actually, I don't know.
This
what
person
is
organized a weird models slasherin last year, characters, survivors, weapons. I don't know what last year is. Hopefully it's not like them saying they did it last year, because that's a horrible type of organization.
TF2 thing or
Nah, I don't think so.
not TF2, Left 4 Dead 2. It
And
says
then
Survivors.
this, what is this just called pot? Oh, okay, kitchen pot. Okay, that actually narrows it down a lot. Okay. All right. That's what I needed from here. It's gonna crash if I go to the other one, so I'm just gonna pre-crash it.
Little clampy thing here.
I think I had a bag down here. I gotta bring it back up.
What fidget toys?
I got a
You
different one
had 2 of them.
because I printed a different one with a different tread.
You were just having so much fun.
Yeah, see, this is the different one.
Gotta rate it against the other one.
I think I like the other one more. That one has better grip if you have it on like carpet or something. Like you're like, this is stupid. And then you're like, zoom.
I think I like the other one more, but this is cool too.
That one is nice because the grips are on the edges, so it makes it easier if you're just thumbing it. I also got this one.
You're just making lots of fidgety things. What's this one do?
Put it on your finger, and then you spin it. Yeah. It's just it's like a gnarling. I forgot what it's called.
I like this just because it feels very like this is how a wheel would work in like a steampunk universe or something, where everything's gears. Like holy crap, that would wear out so quick if it was on an actual vehicle. But
Actually, they use something like that. So it's where it's like those tiny little like screw shape shapes within the wheels. They use it for vehicles that can move in all directions. It's wheels that can go forward and backwards from normal spin, but then the wheels themselves can do kind of like that corkscrew spin within, and it can move left and right.
Yeah.
So the vehicle can actually move in literally 360 degrees from where it is. It's great for like Mars rovers and that type of stuff. So then they can go any direction with the wheels. You don't have, technically you have to turn to like angle yourself somewhere, but you don't have to really.
I think
It's
that's
kind of
the
neat.
One thing the Mars rovers always struggle with a little bit is like the wheels not falling apart.
Well, no, the idea of Sunset is that she's the manager of the taco bucket now.
Yeah.
So she's trying to save money, and what's a better way to save money than find alternative meats?
No, she's finding customers to take to the taco bucket.
Then why should she say bring out your dead?
I don't hear that part. I don't hear the audio. Because taco bucket has life-giving properties in their food.
Because eating at the taco bucket is a death sentence.
Only happy thoughts. I require happy thoughts.
There it is.
Pipe.
Okay. Give me my pipe.
Weep.
Pipe.
This smooching ponies was my cool thing today. I don't know where to put them. I guess I'll just keep them in here.
And then I need to look for kitchen pot.
I think that says
Wasn't
smooch
that one?
responsibly.
We started with TD, yeah.
I'll have to post something.
It's that one.
I think Midprim's on Blue Sky now. Pretty sure.
Rathlos is like at I think 80 followers.
Have you posted anything?
Nothing.
You should post your old videos to it.
I want to eventually, but I want to do it when I can get some new stuff. Like, yeah, I think.
That's what a lot of people are doing. They're just going through their old stuff and posting it on there.
Yeah, like I have 40 followers. I've only posted that.
Yeah.
But
People are finding you, mostly friends.
but yeah, Rathlos has 68.
There you go.
I haven't done a thing. I literally have posted nothing. And I mean, this is literally every day. Like just within the last 16 hours, I've got 5.
Yep. You need to start posting stuff, man.
I don't get it. I literally have nothing.
Oh, look, Mr. Jinxie Cake apparently followed you. That's why the dragon.
Why is dragons so popular? Well, I'm pretty sure that Monster Hunter's popular right now, and it's going to be even more so. Thank you for the follow, just Alex. Thank you very much. So I'm gonna guess that's part of it, but also I wouldn't be surprised if it's trying to do recommendation. Like, does Blue Sky have a thing where it can take from your Twitter account and find related accounts? I don't know.
People are just searching for when I got to find horse accounts, I found one horse account, and then from there it was just
it could be something like that.
Like a
I have
chain
of
events.
It's called Rathlos Says, and people know the account, and maybe they just grabbed it. I don't know. What are we doing today? I am working on ponies. No, we're working on the very last shot. It's the first shot, but it's also the one we're working on last of a video. I had this one going last because it was going to involve just loading a lot of different models, and I did not want to deal with that, so I had to split it in a separate file and everything.
Horse.
Is that I think the pipe might need to be smaller too. I can't remember if I scaled it down or not. Again, it's from far enough away, so.
As long as it looks right.
Yeah, it's like, well, since you're seeing this first, those details are probably going to go unnoticed. The second shot's where you're going to remember it. If it was reversed, it'd be different. All right, now I need the taco bucket sign.
Very much so.
Is it just called taco bucket? Good.
Yeah. The pizza's okay. I like that, and it's actually not too expensive.
I don't like that pizza.
You don't? I don't get that pizza anymore. Then.
The sausage is on there. It's the Screaming Sicilian.
It's big.
The sausages are just kind of mushy and don't feel that great. Then all the ingredients on it just feel cheap. Like, I feel like for Screaming Sicilian, it's supposed to be spicy, and it's not.
Finding a good frozen pizza is hard.
I know, so I just buy the Hy-Vee ones.
Walmart had good ones for a while,
I think,
and then they changed them.
In terms of frozen pizzas, like lots of Matzah's not bad, and you can get them cheap, but I don't think they're that great either. Hedgie's is really good. I love Hedgie's, but they're expensive. You're gonna spend like $10 to $11 for one of the Hedgie's pizzas.
Pizza
yeah,
Hedgie's.
But I really like Hedgie's. If they're on sale or something, I'll pick them up.
Like DiGiorno's is pretty decent, but again, you pay for it, and they're smaller pizzas in general.
And the main thing with them is they're just the gimmicks of like croissant crust and
like
cheesy bread crust and stuff.
Cheese crust is amazing.
I know, but it's just all cheap cheese stuff. It still just tastes like you're eating like processed food. I'm not a fan of like a lot of frozen pizzas because most of them just taste like processed food. Hedgie's tastes like actual good stuff, but that's why it's more expensive.
Yeah,
because it is made by a lot more fresh stuff. Just finished Jinx from Arcane.
Something that
just finished. Oh, like were you modeling or something? I have to watch the new.
I would just get
Arcane
Domino's
stuff.
more if it wasn't for that they want tips, even if they're not delivering.
You don't have to tip.
Yeah, but there's this like expectation now.
Yeah, there is, and it depends. If most of the times they're not providing any extra service that I think would be necessitated a tip any more than if I went to like a gas station.
Yeah.
So
if what is being done is the bare minimum to give you what you paid for, then that doesn't deserve a tip. It's the cost of the product.
Yeah, they're still getting their normal wages and all that. It's not like and plus, so a lot of the places that are taking in tips now, well, the things that bug me is that as far as I know, they're still getting normal wages, where restaurants that do take tips have their wages cut because of tips. So now it feels like those people that are not having that difference are taking the tips at an advantage that restaurants can't do. So why are they not regulated, or why are they not having the same thing done? It's like, it doesn't feel balanced. It feels, I mean, tips are just wrong and broken and as it is, but it's just stupid. I think tipping is stupid. It should just go away. Pay your people what it takes to do the job and not rely on people to pay them.
It shouldn't be on the customers to make sure your employees are being paid properly. They don't work for us. They work for the company.
But there is no way you can have it both ways, where you can say that they're paid correctly and you can tip, because eventually they're going to just take the money away. Somehow. Because if the tips are there to offset it, people are going to crowd to those jobs because they're suddenly paying a ton, which I know people that have done that because they know,
that's
like
all of Europe. They get paid properly and you can tip. Yeah,
but that's not the mentality here. Your mentality is you have to tip. You're not tipping because the service is there. You're tipping because you have to. Mm-hmm. That's not what it should be.
Yeah, no. But it's not like it can't happen. It's just that in America, it refuses to happen as a matter of business.
Oh yeah, even at 4K, I don't think you can read that sign.
Okay.
You'd have to try, and even if you did, that mean pausing the video or like full screening it or really having to check on it. And
just going to do that in the first watch.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's more than likely you're going to get 10 or 15%, and that's fine. Okay. And this is a little smaller than the other one.
Yes, it's like half the size.
You sure? No.
It's like half the size.
I can't even check it because I'd have to change save files.
Take a picture.
Well, I don't have my Polaroid with me.
Old man. I think it's like tilted in the opposite direction that it is on the other one too. No, you're just angry.
You named it that, and then it got copied in other things.
What did I name it?
Super sleepy horses.
Because they are super.
And
sleepy.
I knew it was you because it was all lowercase.
Yes. They're so sleepy.
One thing I'm interested doing that one video, Plankton's VA swearing in character. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that. I ordered a dough maker from Amazon so I can make large batches of pizza dough and freeze it, make my own pizzas. Well, that actually sounds good. We did that for a little while.
I made my own pizza a few times. It's not great. I
think if you do like he's saying, and just like make a bunch of pizza doughs and freeze it, we just don't have much freezer space right now.
This is a giant turkey.
There's still turkey in there too.
And you don't want to eat it
because I'm sick of turkey for a little while. I need a gap.
I didn't get nearly as much turkey as you did.
Well, that's fine. It's my turkey.
I'm ready to cook the turkey.
No, it's my turkey.
I'm gonna cook it right now.
You just toss a frozen turkey in the oven.
That's what my brother did for freaking Thanksgiving.
Frozen?
Yeah. And then he just cooked it really low for a super long time. No seasoning. No.
Well, I know that no seasoning, but I didn't know you put it in frozen. I mean, technically it would work.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would dry out.
It wasn't good.
Did it get really dry? I mean, jerky's already dry. It
was zero basting, zero content. Like, I have plastic bags I wrap the turkey in when I cook it.
Turkey needs processing.
And everyone was telling him, like, you did a great job. And I'm sitting there looking at this dry, flavorless bird.
As long as he takes that feedback of you did a good job to say, I can do better next year, and not hopefully copy paste.
He does not cook. It's the first time I've ever actually seen him cook.
The thing is, like, there's different levels of cooking, and I know that turkey's probably not the easiest thing to do, but
it is when all you do is toss it in the
if
oven.
you literally just take thing out of freezer, put it in oven, that is not cooking.
Yeah,
that is not. There's the level of cooking where I can follow the instructions on a box. Then there's the one of like I can look up in instructions online for something with all the different ingredients and figure out all the different things and put it together following the instruction. And then there's the like knowing those instructions, but then knowing how you can modify them in such ways. And like
I do that sometimes.
I think most people, the amount of people that are just at microwave and that's it, just ridiculous. I mean, yes, I like easy sometimes, but then there's other times where I want something that's made like and fresh and good.
I managed to throw together some chicken pesto in 30 minutes, though I did from a jar. But I didn't have any instructions.
Yeah, but it was. I mean, that's one of those things. If it's just, it's like spaghetti. What goes in spaghetti? It's like you take a meat and you throw in spaghetti sauce, and that's at least at the basic level spaghetti.
Kind of.
I mean, you can definitely go multiple levels deeper than that.
You could mess it up.
Oh yeah.
Even at that stage.
Well, Derpy set her bowl of cereal on fire, didn't she?
Yeah, which is adorable. You could cook every meal. She could cook.
No, she's not.
Yeah. Let's cook. Cook nothing but muffins. Muffins every day. For every meal.
Does she cook muffins?
Yeah.
Or does she just buy the muffins?
No, she definitely cooks them. She's the muffin mare.
That's probably the only like bread item I've ever made from scratch.
There's a muffin?
I made the whole wheat banana and honey muffins.
Yeah.
Didn't actually turn. I mean, I followed instructions for it, but I made it with like real flour and put it all together myself. And actually turned out really good. I loved them.
I'm a firm believer that anybody who owns a bread maker and isn't a freaking bakery only bought it with the intention of like, I'm totally gonna make bread. You're not gonna make bread. I don't care that you brought a bread maker. The fact that you bought the bread maker tells me you're not gonna make bread. And the reason for it is, if you're just making bread for yourself, you don't need a bread maker. You have hands. It's not that hard to knead dough. If
Specific types of bread are harder than others, but if you're just making like wheat bread or white bread, yeah, it's not that bad.
Unless you're making bread for an entire bakery, you don't need a bread maker.
Yeah, but it's advertised as being easy.
It's probably more cleanup.
Like my older sister wanted a bread maker. I don't know if she finally got one or not.
She likes the idea of
No, she had 5
bread.
people in her family.
Yeah.
And they eat a lot of stuff.
One loaf of bread I make can feed 5 people.
Kids?
You know this. Yeah. They're big loaves.
No, she wanted one for just whatever reason, but she wanted it to. She didn't want to pay full price. She was trying to find one from a thrift store, but I could never find one that was of decent quality, so never worked out.
It's when you buy the exercise bike, and it just could sit downstairs because you can exercise without an exercise bike. It's crazy. It's true. Treadmill, same.
There's still, if you want to do a full body workout, you need some things.
Yeah, weights and a mat.
But certain things of like resistances for and like trying to think of, because if you just have weights, you can't do certain body. What? I'm trying to think of specific ones, but you're going to have difficulty doing it, or at least safely. So, because you still need something to sit on, you still need things to do, like if you want to do certain like arm workouts, you should be, or like certain leg stuff, you need something to rest on or lean against. And
Chair.
I think I know that you are definitely the picturesque of fitness.
Yeah, exactly.
And exactly of how a man should work.
My bad mass is because I really love bread. Not because I'd never worked out. I've gone hardcore until my brain pops or I pass out in the freaking grocery store and then I have to stop for a while.
It's hardcore.
Something I start working out and then something breaks and I have to back off.
It's because you're pushing too hard. That's exactly what that is.
It's also because I'm like a large man who just decides to like barrel through the half-hour workouts and strapping tons of weights to himself.
Yeah, because you're trying to do it as fast as you can.
No, I'm still like before the pass out in the grocery store, I was going 6 months at that point. It's not quick. Just I really like bread, like a lot. And that's counterintuitive to actually losing weight. I mean, I'm well aware that losing weight has more to do with diet than exercise, but bread is so good.
Exercise is primary function is to feel better.
Yes,
it's better. It's great for your mental health. It's great for your physical health, life longevity. But overall, yeah, it's
even life longevity kinda. The diet's more important. I'm not great with the diet thing.
Hello, Big Drip again. Sorry.
Yes, it's a big dipper.
She comes, you go.
She did kind of poof quick. No, I don't eat complicated meals. I think this morning my breakfast was some leftover pepperonis inside of a tortilla because I did not want to cook this morning. I was too tired.
If I'm too tired to cook or eat, do anything, I just don't eat.
And that's cool.
I'll go there's plenty of times where I just look in the fridge and be like, I'm not gonna eat lunch.
Okay, cool.
And then that's it. I don't eat lunch.
I have to.
You have to maintain a figure.
I have to work.
Well, no, even if I'm not doing stuff, like it just doesn't matter. I'm just used. The feeling of hunger doesn't bother me, so I just like say whatever. Because eventually, if you overeat and you put on fat, it's there in case you don't have food. So if you're hungry, and you always eat exactly when you're hungry, you're never gonna burn your fat. So my thought is you go into I get hungry, and then I'm like, if I just wait, I don't get hungry anymore. And that's because you start burning your fat. So as long as you get your vitamins, that's fine. It's kind of the idea behind intermittent fasting.
Well, I mean, if I didn't do anything like ever, I would be fine with just lying in place and withering away. But I got shit to do, and I need energy to do it. And being hungry is counterproductive.
So last night you were up till midnight. And what were you doing in that last hour?
I'm playing Mega Man.
You have shit to do.
That was the only time I had to do anything, and I didn't want to go to bed yet, so I played Mega Man 7 on the Super NES. Well, not on the Super NES.
I was gonna say
on an emulator. It is on my computer.
Your Super NES is down here.
It is. I only have one copy of Mega Man 2. The only Mega Man I think I have is for the NES.
Supposed to be less is laziness. Yeah. Is that bubbly sparkling water can? I'm not a fan of bubbly.
Why are you drinking it?
Because
Adam bought it.
No, Adam bought them because they were on sale, and then he just said, "Here's 3 flavors," and I said, "For what?" And he goes, "Just pick one." I'm like, okay, and so I said blackberry, and then he just brought this down for me, and he's like, "Here you go." I didn't want it, but he brought it down, so I put it in the fridge, and then I didn't want to drink any booze tonight, so I just went and grabbed the bubbly. It's not bad. I like the blackberry one because it's more subtle, but I do, like Nolan mentioned once before, I just buy carbonated water, like sparkling water, no flavors, no nothing, and then I just mix some juice into it. Then you're actually getting a little bit of sugar, but you're still getting, like, this has literally nothing, it's just water. If I'm gonna drink water, I'm just going to drink water. I don't need flavors in it. But if I want a little bit of something sweet, I can get the vitamin C and some stuff, but then I'm not drinking a giant glass of juice. I'm drinking like that much juice with like a big cup filling up, making that sparkling, and that tastes to me actually with way more flavor like that than this does. So
yeah, the last thing of meat I made is
LaCroix. I think is disgusting. I can't do LaCroix. Hello, Nolan. No, these are fine, but again, if I just drink water, like water is water. It's this. It literally is like the same thing, but that one they just put extra stuff into it.
It doesn't have caffeine in it.
I don't want caffeine.
I do.
So yeah, I drink like one of these a day. I try to anyway. I'm sometimes bad about it, but when I like go to work, especially, I tend to plow through one of these. But then I just don't drink anything else. I don't order sodas. Other than booze and water. That's all I ever drink.
Sometimes you can mix booze into the water, keep away the diseases. Add a little bit of whiskey to your water. I'm drinking some of the cherry mead. I want to like my mead, but it's too sweet. And I don't know how alcoholic it is. It doesn't feel like it's very alcoholic to me. know it's gotta be at least somewhat alcoholic because it very much fermented. I have a giant canister of CO2 to prove it, but I don't know. Use the good yeast. I think maybe I just need to let it sit on the shelf for a while. I think that'll do it some good. Because I didn't add any preservatives, so it should still ferment.
I like sparkling water because it's like soda, but no sugar. Yeah, but that's the thing is I just don't have... I used to have a thing for soda, but then when I cut out caffeine, most soda we had was caffeinated, and drinking caffeine-free Coke on its own isn't that great. So I just got back out of that habit. But I just have zero want for soda, or if anything. It's just if I want something different, I'll just put a little bit of juice in some sparkling water, and then it's mostly, by far, mostly water. But I don't like those little like Neos and stuff. It all tastes like crap to me. Like they're all just trying to like take away that tiny little bit. You can have a bit of sugar. I mean, unless you're keto, then that's different. But you can have a little bit. And if most of the sugar, half the sugar I'm getting for the day is this tiny little juice, I think I'm doing okay. I'm not going to cry over it. That's why I ordered a carbonator machine to make my own carbonated drinks. Yeah, something like that I would probably be more in line for. I've even done it before where you take maybe not a bubbly, but like sparkling water, just mix in a little bit of juice and like some kind of liquor. If you want to make a booze drink, add like literal chunks of fruit in there. It's pretty good.
I don't have a carbonator thing, but I got a tank of CO2 upstairs that can just like squirt that into your water and boom. Delicious fizzy.
Fizzy Izzy.
Like fizzy izzy. Why does Zip always look like she's blushing? She's drunk. So, I mean, because if it's not sweet, it's bitter or nothing. And a lot of people don't like bitter.
If it's not sweet, like water is nothing.
Yeah, water is nothing.
What's wrong with water?
Nothing's wrong with water. But he's looking for drinks that aren't there are no non-sweetened drinks. Everything is either sugar or artificial sweetener.
Yeah, no, there's no non-sweetened drinks. Everything's either sugar or artificial sweeteners. Like, can I have flavoring and carbonation without any sort of sweetener? Tea is one. You don't know. I would think don't buy cheap tea, but
we'll make your own tea.
More than likely they would probably mix some sugar into it or something.
We'll just get tea bags.
Yeah, but even then, if you get like cheap ones, they're probably going to try to like get you in there with like adding weird things.
How are they putting sugar in tea bags?
You can. They're just put a couple crystals in there. It'll absorb into the tea.
I don't think they're doing that.
They could. I get it from a good place, but I think like these ones I think are trying to be artificially sweet. I think because they're it tries to have it says no sweeteners, but it tries to simulate something. I used to drink a lot of Perrier. If I wanted something, Perrier l'orange, it's a lemon orange. That one was actually pretty good. I did that for a while, but if you're used to sweet things, sometimes those things they have no sweetness in them, they're almost like your gut rejects them because it's just like, this isn't sugar. And I used to hate carbonated water for the longest time because it tasted like a crime against nature.
Seltzer water is kind of... I don't like sparkling water. I think it's nasty.
On its own, yes. Just drinking a glass of regular sparkling water with nothing in it. Yeah. I don't like it either.
Just give me regular water.
But if I mix some juice in there, then it just tastes like a sparkling juice. But when you only put like that much juice in it, it's still pretty good. I used to know an old coworker that she would just go and take a coffee mug with some water, microwave it till it was hot, and then just drink it.
Okay.
Just hot water.
Your weird coworker.
I don't get it.
I kind of get it. It's probably good on the stomach.
It probably is, and she probably did it for some kind of settling reason like that, but it's just like, That's weird.
I
At
know.
least make tea. I mean, you can make tea. It's literally do what you just did, but
Tea bag.
boop. And that company had free tea bags. So
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
She didn't want the caffeine.
depends on the tea. Like the ginger tea I do, I think that has no caffeine in it.
Yeah.
But I know like green tea does. But
yeah, green tea's good though.
yeah. Okay, so just the one dong I have to worry about.
I swear that sign was hanging in the other direction on the other picture. Or is it that way?
No, I would have definitely put it this way. If I did it the other way, you'd be reading it like the long way. But if I flip it this way, you're reading it more like a paper. I would have definitely done it this way. Water isn't good unless your tongue hurts a little.
I suppose.
No. I like sparkling water. It tastes like TV static. Is that the flavor? TV static flavor?
I believe that's true, yes. That sounds correct.
I do drink tea, but a lot of places don't brew tea anymore. They have fake tea that's mixed like a fountain drink at a lot of restaurants and gas stations. Yeah, actually, there was a tea at an Indian restaurant that we went to once that if you ordered their tea, it was tea made in-house. And like if you got an iced tea, it was unsweetened, in-house made tea. And when you got it, there was still like a little bit of the flakes from the tea in there. They literally brewed it right there, or had a batch of it. And at first I was like, ugh. And I didn't like it at first, but by the time we finished our meal, I liked it. It was very good, and they literally mixed their own tea.
Yes,
they made their own tea.
It was a green tea?
It was a black tea.
Really?
It was a black tea, but it was with curry. So it actually worked really well because the curry that we got was kind of spicy.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't just water. It was something that had that like, it would grab on a little bit more. It was really good. It's places like that I like. But yeah, most places in America, if you go to get tea, you're not going to get tea. You're going to get like Lipton or something. And because it's cheap. They're gonna, if they can get away with giving you the cheapest possible one and charge you still the normal price, unless you go to an actual place that like their specialty is tea.
Specialty.
I think there's a place called that. Or wouldn't be surprised at least if there was a place called Specialty.
It'd be funny the first like 2 times and then it'd get old. Like a pun. Like, do you really want your restaurant to be a pun?
Yeah. I saw a picture where somebody, I don't know, remember it was posted, maybe it was in our chat, but a restaurant that was called Thai food near me. That was what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
So when people looked up Thai food near me,
that's just clever. Yeah.
Which I think is stupid because if you type in Thai food, it's going to look for food near you. It's not like it's like, well, it depends. Where are you? Are you looking for it in Russia? Are you looking for it in Germany? No, where I am. That's because I want Thai. Why do you have to put for me or near me? I don't get it.
So the algorithms work. So they know. You just say Thai food, you're gonna get like a wiki page.
No, if you're
Thai
in a
food.
map app, if you Google search it, sure, but just open the Maps app.
No, can't be bothered.
You're already opening an app to get to the search function.
Google's different. It's like on the front page.
I mean, just install Google in your head and then.
I'm waiting. Someday.
No.
You're the one who's like they're tracking me, and like,
I hate that stuff. I think I have to re-enable like the.
It picks up tracking device.
No, I have to. I had a phone call earlier and I had to re-enable microphone.
I still have.
Or they have an option on the Samsung phones for just literally shutting off your microphone.
I'm still getting ads on a daily basis for medical grade alcohol after our Disco Elysium play. Like for the longest, like.
I always loved that when the company says like when you're like I opt out of personal ads and they're like, are you sure? Because then the ads we're going to give you aren't going to be personalized to you. Oh, darn. Instead of things that I might spend my money on, you're going to show me things that I don't care about. And then I spend less money. This sounds like a win for me. It's like, oh no, it's diapers. I don't care. But I love when they're trying to make it sound like it's a good thing to have your ads tracked, because then you get quality ads.
Well, I almost bought a Twilight Sparkle hoodie. Like, I thought about it, I clicked on it and considered purchasing it, and then I backed out. And then let's see, let's open up Facebook. How far down is it? How far until, there it is. It advertises it to me every time I open up my phone now. Like, you want this? You know, you want this.
What do you use for your browser?
Just Firefox. Chrome on here, I guess.
You should switch, like, so I use Brave.
I like the hoodie though.
But I use Brave and it just shuts down every tracker. So no, it doesn't really know much of anything that I do anymore.
But
it's all built in, like, ad blocking.
I want this. If I'm gonna have an advertisement, I want this advertisement.
What's that one?
It's an Eeyore.
It's an Eeyore.
Yeah, I don't want
the
the
Eeyore one.
No, I don't want the
It's
Eeyore
better
one.
fit for your personality.
If this was a derpy, I would have bought it like the second I saw it. But it's a Twilight, so it's good, not as good. Oh look, I said Eeyore, and now it's just automatically advertising the Eeyore. So you want the Eeyore? Twilight again. Look, I'm scrolling down. It's just Twilight again. Eeyore. Eeyore. Okay, I think it's stopped.
Why is it giving you so many?
It wants me to really buy Eeyore again. Oh, early bird pricing for Unicorn World. It knows me. See, this is custom advertising.
No, that's why I don't touch Facebook. I think it's just like ridiculous.
Unicorn World. We could go to
Probably
Unicorn
get
World.
away with about there. Yeah, that should be fine. Are you on the ground? Yep.
All the things Facebook knows. It does know. It knows I like the horse.
Hello, Mike Clark.
It knows- it
Did you
apparently
see
thinks-
the message I sent you? Oh, the one above it? If that's what
A
you're
lot of
meaning.
things.
Yeah, out of curiosity, have you ever noticed how similar Sonic Adventure, Tails, Power Knuckles, and the Kidnap Amy, Rose, Cream the Rabbit, and Rogue Bats are similar to Twilight Sparkle, Rainbow Dash, Applejack, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, and Rarity? It's probably because those types of characters just sell well and are good. If you're going to have like that many characters together, they're all going to be given stereotypes.
To be honest, though, I'm kind of happy that there's a Twilight thing being advertised to me because there's not a lot of pony merch out there. It really isn't. Compared to other things, pony merch is at a, like, it's difficult to find. You almost have to go to, like, what is it? Alibaba to find good pony stuff. It's sad but true. One of our friends, sometimes he posts things he sees on there. And it's quite a bit, and it's good stuff. I don't want to have to wait 3 months for like a pony thing, but
Michael, so for hoosies, you're too far from the fire.
put her closer. No, you know what? Okay, fine. It's better than what I thought.
They're gonna go smooch behind the building.
Okay, that's fine.
Like, oh.
I think Shirley's like 15 years older than Rainbow, but that's
Yeah, that's called
Still cute.
it's called Tiger.
it's like it's like never tell me your age. When I was 5, you were in college. I said, shut up. Well, let's go smooch.
Look, this is got called hoosies.
It's getting warm.
Rainbow Dash is like, oh, I can warm those hoosies.
Oh,
Is she okay?
wife's gonna be upset.
It's gonna matter that she's sitting in the dirt. Oh, that's fine.
She's just kind of sitting in the dirt, but she's a dirt horse now.
Yes. Did that copy over any animation for them? I think it did. Okay, I don't want to have her looking over though.
Just another day in Ponyville.
The shots a little shorter than the other one, so I'm just gonna grab.
Is this the angle you're gonna be showing it from? It's a lot of empty space.
No, this shot is gonna be like this.
Oh, okay.
This one is gonna be from here. But because there's passing right here, the idea is that this can be a merger between those two shots. But then the idea too is, do we put this in the background?
Forgot about that. Derby. This is a butt.
She's fine.
That's what I'm saying. These children are awful. That's funny.
What I think is funny too is I put out a short earlier this year that used that animation, and I did this first, and then I did that short, and then it's funny that I get content, or I finish content, like you break it up, and so some people are like, oh, you use the animation from that. I'm like, nope, it's backwards.
The other way around.
Yeah. Isn't Sonic kind of like Rainbow, since they're both blue, fast, and have a unique personality and stuff? It probably worked out that they're the same color, or color-ish. But in the end, it's just stereotypes. It's you can make a complex character, but it's really easy for people to attach to a character if they're one-dimensional in some way. If you can
not one-dimensional.
Well, no, like if you can define Twilight in one word.
Nerdy book horse.
Yeah, nerd. Like Rainbow, what's the one word?
Tomboy.
Yeah, tomboy, that implies a bunch of other stuff.
But there's levels to their characters. That's what makes it so great.
Yeah, but they do eventually, but they always start out with that one-dimensional thing, and then they can go from there, and they can branch off from there and make it more complex, but you're always going to go back to that like very basic character element. And it's just easier to do that for characters, because then people can look at them and be like, I'm a nerd, she's a nerd.
But it was the episode Sonic Rainboom that made me fall in love with the show, because it showed Rainbow as more than a single dimensional character. She was incredibly insecure, and she boasted only to hide her insecurities, and she was putting on a front for others. Like, she truly believed in herself, but at the same time, she was a complex character. That's what I love. Sonic, yeah, the episode Sonic Rainboom was the episode that hooked me to the show, because it showed Rainbow as more than just the athletic jock. It showed her as a vulnerable individual. That was I think was great. Like, yes, they could come across one-dimensional sometimes, but
no, I mean, I'm not saying that they are one-dimensional.
Yeah.
It's just that they can be defined using a very, very simple one term.
yeah.
But then they're expanded and they provide more context from them, but their still core character is that one word, that very simple basis that the rest of everything is built from.
I'd say episode 1, yes, they were all one-dimensional.
Yeah, but even then, even throughout the entire series, there's still the same people. Twilight is still the nerd.
Yes.
And like they have that bucket that they're put into, because they don't want to have people that are relating to somebody and then are like, they're not doing the thing I liked anymore. Like if suddenly Rainbow became a fashionista.
I think they did an entire episode about that.
Yeah, but then eventually she'd go back to normal. You can have them poke around for a little while, but
Well, no, they'd like getting we're not flawless, we're work in progress, like, because the whole episode was just people saying that they didn't fit into like Fluttershy being assertive. That's not Fluttershy.
But that was her showing that she could get beyond some of her struggles. But overall, even after she was doing her assertive things, they usually revert her back to being passive and shy again.
She just had a line.
Almost every time that they had a character episode, they'd be like, I learned a lesson. And then like a season later, they're like, I didn't learn shit. Let's go and do it again.
But that's what the one episode was about. It's like, Fluttershy outright says something that is so ingrained in her character cannot be learned in a single lesson. Defend these characters.
So I think
Kirby's best character. She's flawless.
If I put this in there, I could. It'd be back here. But I think I'd rather just not do that one. These two being
I-
connected, sure.
I imagine you having it back there, but when you cut to this shot, them walking away, they're knocking her cage over. they're just
No, this shot comes first.
okay.
They're just dragging her around the street.
Kicking her down.
The other question is,
Poor Derby.
would we be able to see Misty? I'm thinking probably
Yeah.
not.
No, you would.
No, because like we're talking.
You would. There's no way you wouldn't.
So I can see. Where did it go?
You
Oh,
lost
I
the
hit
whole
play.
button.
Oh no, I guess it's a hit play. Now I'm lost track of my dots. Okay, so there's that little white dot right there. So I can see there. That's far enough that, or if this is the most I can see, everything in this area is invisible. She is in that area.
Okay.
I don't think she'd be visible. Well, this is visible, but only at that angle. So I could see maybe like the top of her mane could be.
Have a little bit of her visible.
Maybe. Let's just do a quick test.
Rarity was more than a fashionista. If anything, she was a manipulator. I watched a lot of the episodes again, and she straight up uses sex appeal multiple times to manipulate stallions. Like, there's even one time she's just getting like a letter, and she just manipulates the mail carrier into like giving her information by just being like, "Ooh, you're cute. You want to tell me things?" Straight up, she tries to. There's an episode where she tries to get Fluttershy to learn how to do it too.
Yeah. Good lesson for kids.
Yeah.
Okay,
It works
so this would
every
be
time.
at the furthest back point, which would be right there.
I can't remember if there was ever one.
Yeah, you can kind of see, but it's very minimal.
Yeah, but you should still have it.
No, it's not as much that. It's because they leave her behind. It's if you can't see what it is, it would to me just stand out from this angle as being like confusing.
People are gonna go back and look to see if it's there.
Yeah, but you can just say that it's behind the cart. That it's just you can't see it here.
Okay.
Where if I didn't do that, it means that there would be a different distance. They'd probably be moving slightly differently, and now it would look like this weird thing that's like floating back there.
Yeah, that's the taco bucket sign too. Just this weird yellow triangle you can't really.
No,
make
I
out.
think it'd just be too much for this. You know, this whole video is too much, but all right, so now I want to add in other characters. So
Yeah, Fluttershy pretty much is a litter box. I'll give you that one.
yeah, but yeah, everybody has that one term. That, and again, yes, they're not fully defined by that. Pinkie Pie Crackhead, that actually was probably more apt than Party, but
She's a party pony who takes.
But every show that does something like that for kids is going to have characters that are like that. There's going to be that one character that just is better defined in some way. And it's maybe not throughout all of history for kids shows, but nowadays, yeah, very much so. Because they want to make sure that you can, humans like buckets. They want things put in buckets. So instead they're teaching kids early on to bucketize people, which is, you know, great to stop racism. But
I don't think Pony does that. I think they're very.
ponies are helping push racism.
No.
Definitely. No. What about all the episodes where they're like stupid Pegasus?
No, they're making it clear that racism is a thing.
And then they're like, you should hate
not-
Pegasus too. I heard them say that word for word.
Did they?
That was it was in Big Jim's. He said it at a convention. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't know. I think compared to a lot of shows, the characters in My Little Pony are fairly broad characters. They're not just their surface level. Twilight, yes, she's a nerd, but she's a nerd who freaks out easily. And
yes, they are complex. I'm not saying they're not, but you keep going back to saying that they are.
No, but then you say that they fit into these.
They fit into those buckets for a kid's perspective.
Yeah, I guess from a kid's perspective.
Yes. So that you can get to know the character immediately upon knowing them. Like if they're a nerd, you can imply so much about that character and know so much right away. You can add more detail later, but I'm saying from the beginning.
Yes. It's Carrot Top. What are you doing to Carrot Top?
I gotta shove her in the dirt.
No. Why is she napping?
I need to use characters. I'm going to be running into RAM issues again. So the easiest way to prevent that is to just use characters that I've already used. And I'm pretty sure Carrot Top is in... Yeah, she's there.
Mm-hmm.
But you could say that's somebody else too. I'm just going to shove her in the dirt over here. It's just then I have one less character that's eating up RAM. Maybe she's just making trash angels.
Ooh, those are fun. Know who the most complex character of the show is? Derpy.
How is she complex?
She's mystery. No name.
Derpy has no name.
She's the horse with no name.
But you just said her name.
Yeah, well, it's Derpy and Muffin.
And she was named in the show.
And Bright Eyes.
Just then they didn't really retcon it as much as they just
tried to pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah, something like that.
And completely re-released the episode with her name removed.
Yeah, but they did define it with the name, so it was defined.
Yeah, and then in the credits it started saying Muffin.
I think my favorite is the pop figures.
Oh yeah, where they just said "I love" and then
it's I heart and then a picture of Derpy.
I went upstairs.
It's just okay.
She was a super popular character, but they didn't want to use her name in the merchandise.
Well, because if they pick a name, then it would be the controversy of it's Derpy, or other people that are like, it's not Derpy, it's Muffins, it's something. And it was easier just to be like,
here's her face.
Here's her face.
Poor Derpy. Poor Bright Eyes. Poor Ditsy Doo. Poor Muffins. Poor that gray horse with the yellow mane and the wonky eyes. Who delivers the mail. Oh, they told Derpy's story in the background. It's the saddest story in all of MLP.
Michael.
Oh, she's so sad. Why don't you make it for Carrot?
I don't like carrots.
No, clearly she likes carrots. They're on her butt.
No, that's why I'm sick. I'm allergic to carrots. Life is cruel.
That is cruel. Carrots are my special talent and they'll kill me.
I mean, like, nothing is stopping Mother Nature from, kind of forcing you on into that allergy and then just kind of being screwed.
No. That'd be a cruel joke by nature.
Miss Celestia. Gotta keep her people in line.
I think the one show that had a character who had a lot of change over the course of the show was Adventure Time, was Finn. He didn't change into a whole new person, but you see him evolve as a character as the show goes on a lot. Just the show focuses on him almost entirely, so.
I might put the Derpy scene in the background, if only because it would fill a section without having to add more RAM. Because I want to make this town seem kind of bustling, but there's so much space.
Yeah. Sunset, like, that was Applejack's character, though, is that she didn't change. She was stubborn to a fault. You wouldn't, a war would not have changed Applejack as for who she was.
I'm wondering if it wouldn't be a bad idea to shorten this road?
That'd be a lot of rearranging late into the game.
Not really. I only put it there because this is where the grass is back there. But I could move these forward a little bit. The difficulty is she came from that direction. So this right now shows enough distance that there's an implication that you could go either way or something. There's something you could do to go a different way. I wonder if, because if I got rid of, I had to pick the big house, didn't I? Like say,
I don't know. I like the street, but
say I were to do something like that.
I feel that house feels like it's in the middle of the road.
It's only because I haven't added things around it to make it look like it's not. I mean, see this one
in the middle of the street. Our house.
It's if it's clipping, it's like
it's coming through.
This is Bethesda game.
Big Mac's dragging it.
Um,
See, that's a pretty interesting character development. Was Big Macintosh? You learn eventually he's a crossdresser.
only because it was trying to help his sister.
Oh, come on. He didn't. That dress fit him perfect. He had a wig.
He was into big ladies.
Oh, yeah. Dressing up as big ladies.
Maybe his father was into it. And just,
Maybe. It's getting more deeper into the story.
Because trying to make it busy all the way to the back is going to be rough. I am loading VN. Actually, now that I think about it, is this one VN? No. So technically by using Carrot Top there, I'm not really saving anything. But what if I take this Carrot Top?
Why don't you do everything else first, and then you can fill in the background?
That is what I need to do. That is the next thing I need to do. Most things are done. The lip syncing for Trixie is just a copy paste from a different shot. It's already in it, and she just has to look like left and right. That's it. Everything else is just filling the shot.
Maybe you could add some smooching in the background. Like just public smooching.
No, that's punishable by death.
No, that would happen to Carrot Top. Do smooching in public again.
Yeah, I'll do that. It's not much of a difference, look wise, but processing wise, it's one less model. And the revamped eat up way more resources than these the VN models. And so for background stuff, VN is actually, if I really could, I would love to use KP Shadow Scroll models, just because they really don't matter. They're very basic, but some of the lighting on those might be rough.
Good for far distant characters.
Okay, so I need some ponies that are walking around. Who's the ponies that can walk around?
Who are solid background ponies? Lyra, Bonbon. They're solid. They're like professional background ponies.
And I'm not using them in other places, so that's fine. But yeah, they need to be walking. So like this one.
What did you do to her hair?
This, I believe, is a KP Shadow Scroll model.
What did you do to her hair?
Oh, like look at the wireframe on this.
Yeah, it's clearly copied onto her texture a little bit.
Yes, this probably was. There's probably some models I downloaded that overrode other textures, and that's probably a lot. Some of the models had used Lyra as a base, and there is a one they were trying to give for like making it look like a template, and it had a texture on it like that. It probably just replaced something.
Any of the flower ponies would work too.
It's just horses. That's all I need.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who they are. Yeah, I don't need them to actually fit in.
What are the names of the three flower ponies? 3 of them.
3 flower ponies?
Yeah. They run flower shops.
Why do I give a shit?
How dare you? It's Rose, Lily, and
Really? Give me shit and then you can't remember them immediately.
it's Rose, Lily, and
Turtle.
no, not Turtle.
Stephanie.
No, I have to look it up.
Billy. See, like, how dare I not know
How
two
dare
out of the
you.
three?
How dare you?
Wait. What is this? What are you?
Daisy.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you, Sunset. You got it before me. Rose, Lily, and Daisy.
Why is there a second Trixie over here?
I don't know. Why are you planting Trixies all over the place? That's the hiding Trixie. It's the real.
Oh, it's the base walk. Is it import Trixie? Okay. I don't need it anymore. She is already walking.
Daisy doesn't do anything.
But she's Kumar.
She's cool.
She exists to do Kumar
I
things.
think she just faints. That's the whole thing with the flower ponies is they faint really easy.
Like the goats.
Kinda.
Oh, I said I'd get rid of the walk cycle and then immediately realized I needed it. Oh,
I think they fainted during the bunny stampede. It was too aggressive.
Okay, so this is a faster walk than what she's doing. I didn't want to have them all walking at the same speed. All right, so without root. And then this is also a lot more than I probably need, but I'll keep it for now. Wait, where did they go? Did I undo them?
What did you do?
I might have accidentally undid Lyra and Bon Bon.
Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. You gonna make them smooch? You can have her
No.
smooching in the background with these two. These are good smooching ponies.
They're gonna go at it.
Oh, good.
They're gonna end of the episode's just gonna be them like signing.
They can be smooching in this toxic waste.
I
back there.
admit I don't want to have it be marked made for kids.
Yeah.
So, oh, I did check. This one does get marked as using the audio from the movie, even with some of the modification I did. Because any of the streams I've uploaded that I've had it played in full, it did mark it that I used it from the movie, and not only from the movie but from this specific scene, which is funny. Which makes me think that somebody else might have copyrighted it. But anyway, which does mean that I can't be monetized.
You can try.
No, I can't, because I've uploaded the streams multiple times, and every one of them has had it tagged. Which means this one definitely will be.
You guys shoot the thrill in one. That
Yes.
hasn't been caught yet.
But I'm saying I have already uploaded videos, and
Yeah.
every one of them got tagged.
Yeah.
So why would this be any different? I don't know why that one wasn't flagged.
Luck. It's all luck, man.
Maybe somebody at YouTube's just like, ooh, pony.
Mm. Shoot the thrill. Way to kill. So many ponies. Something.
Too many ponies to kill.
No, don't kill them ponies. Make them
What if they need to be killed?
I want to see what it looks like when Argo Daemon makes ponies smooch.
I did.
Not recently. That's like so many years ago. That's not even really you anymore. You could do so much better.
I'm a new person now.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think? I
Years
could
of
just
experience. I'm saying you could make so much better smooching now with all these years that have passed since the last smooching.
My Creator 2024 year in review is ready.
Oh boy, it's not even the end of the year yet. They're getting like a jump on things.
I'm sure it's only got one email. Oh, I guess we didn't really put anything out in the Argus Hunt this year. What does it say? 8,000 new subscribers.
Oh boy.
4 million views.
Cool.
4 uploads. Those were not 4 million for those 4. 83,500 likes, 2,800 comments, 14.4k shares. Top video? Can you guess which one my top video was? With almost 14,000 hours watched.
Is it Uh, Twidash?
Yeah.
You know why?
Hmm.
Mooching.
Well, it's also because I finally got that one monetized. It's the only thing making money on my YouTube. My top short though was Sci-Twi Pie.
Sci-Twi?
The one where she feeds pie to Scootaloo.
Okay, that's a good one.
Top live stream was getting started with NSFM. That's actually a pretty popular live stream, even from however many years ago that was.
Yeah.
That's the whole recap. Wow, compared to like Twitch, pretty boring.
But what have you learned?
Nothing.
No,
I learned that I don't make shit.
No, you learned what gets views.
That one is just nice because it's monetized. No, I think 80% of all revenue on the channel has just been that video and nothing but. So I'm glad I was able to monetize it eventually. What video got marked as made for kids? I haven't had any marked in a year or something. It's been a while. I think some of that has died down a little bit.
Okay.
But also I'm not uploading a ton to really know for sure.
Time to get this video some views, so those two ponies need to really go at it. Get started. He's gonna have a hard time getting at it from that angle. Okay, good. Okay, this is kind of in the right direction. But I think you've taken it further than just smooching.
Is that what you wanted?
That's what the internet wants, sir. Joe Dirt. You gotta give the people what they want. Okay, chat. Start voting.
On what?
Should these ponies smooch? Like in the video proper.
What are they voting on?
Having these ponies smooch.
No.
What are they voting on? Vote on your long tube socks. Vote on your tube socks now.
Well, they don't have any.
Well, what are you doing? Your ankles are gonna get cold. Anybody who wears the socks that are only like the short ones that don't go up to your ankles, what are you doing with your life?
Did you notice that the upstairs was actually pretty comfortable today?
Yes.
I was surprised. I was used to always walking in that room and it's colder, and now I think those windows made a huge difference in temperature balance. I got new windows yesterday upstairs, and wow. Like, I actually had to open some of the vents down here because the basement was colder. I think I just need to get the vent replaced in your room and Adam's room so that you guys can control it better. I think your vents need to be closed a bit more.
I never think about my vent ever.
Yeah. Well, you can't control your vents.
Well, maybe that's just one less thing that I have to worry about.
No, but I need you to close your vents more so that we can keep that side of the house cooler so that it balances things out. It'll still be eventually the right temp, but it'll even it out better. I'm
comfortable in my room.
Temp-wise, or that you're just in your room in your safe space?
Yes. On all accounts.
Though I'm a little concerned because Adam says that if it was 80 in his room, he would prefer it. So I can see him just pumping it way up. But then that's eventually going to cause the thermostat to adjust everything to be lower, and his room will just be super hot. So no, I don't. I'm a little concerned about doing that.
Mornings are always colder, but I think it's because you turn down the temperature at night.
Nope. I used to not. I haven't done that for weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, my room is generally was warmer. I've been slowly creeping my vent a little bit less and less to try to get it to match. And this morning I woke up and it was the same temperature as the house. So I think I found a good balance. But now it's going to be negative temperatures coming up in a couple days. So
I think it's because my computer's not running at night then. And the computer warms the room a bit. Speaking of smooching ponies, you need animated emotes of ponies puckering up for a kiss. Yes, this is needed. I agree, Sunset. I've been asking for this for like well over a year now, ever since the like animated pop-up things. Because you got the nose smooching. It needs to have a smooching one. It's only fair.
That does remind me that I do want to make more animated stuff. Like I do want to start doing some Monster Hunter stuff, but I want to make some more animated overlays.
You shouldn't do a short where ponies are smooching, but then they're also angry at the people watching. Because they're just like, is this what you want? Is this what I have to do?
It's just like
Wouldn't
Rainbow Dash in a dress doing a funny dance. She's just staring at the screen. Just
No smooching.
disdain.
Bring this near no smooching in here. This is a smooching stream. Look at those two ponies. They're gonna totally smooch.
You know what? I'm just gonna save myself time.
I thought they were gonna smooch, but then
No
Lyra started
smooching.
angling her horn.
See, is this what you wanted?
I don't know. Their child.
They're the fusion ha.
They're so powerful now. You get extra money for that video.
Okay, so now they can just be sad walking.
It's because you won't let them smooch.
No, they're good. They're sad because they exist in Ponyville.
Or they wouldn't be sad if they were smooching. Even existing in this town.
I wonder if they should be over here. Hello, big dirt.
She wants out of that cage. She won't escape. She licked those ponies. I feel like they just got denied a home loan. Look at them.
No, even worse. They went to the Golden Corral and it was closed.
They can't eat their fill and steak.
They just wanted all you can eat buffet. And did you just imply that the mares are eating steak?
Yeah, I did. Was that one Scoot Tricks? The one pony who eats meat? It's horrible. It's our neighbors. You're a monster. They need to be covered in poop, otherwise people will mistake them for royalty.
Yeah, so I had thought about doing that. My old dirt overlay works for the VN models, which I have I'm using some of the VN models, so I could do it for that. It does not work for the revamped models. I would have to redo it. And so it means these two wouldn't be dirty. Everybody in the cart wouldn't be dirty because those are a completely different set. And then Trixie and Applejack wouldn't be. I think Pear Butter might, but yeah, I'm not sure. But that means as soon as I start making any ponies dirty, I have to make them all dirty, and that's going to be a lot of work. So yeah. I don't have the same brushes and stuff that I had years ago when I made that overlay.
Just GIMP.
No, I have the software to do it. I just would have to go and find all those brushes again, and then I had to go and recreate them. And I can't just use the same dirt pattern in everybody. I'd have to probably make 3 different dirt patterns and then mix it around so that nobody is standing next to each other with like the same dirt area.
What about Trouble Shoes? He wouldn't be in Ponyville.
I don't think there's a model for him, I think.
Yeah, there is.
The problem with Trouble Shoes is I can't have him walking. I'd have to make a new walk cycle. There is no walk cycle for Trouble Shoes.
Why does it feel like Friday? I think it's because
I thought it was Wednesday. Friday. And then like it was like at 3 o'clock. I'm like, oh, I had to stream. I completely forgot what day it was.
These ponies are non-magnetic. Made out of brass.
This is gonna do.
Where can I put these in the house?
They're pins.
Yeah.
You bought them and you don't know what you're going to do with them?
Stick them in the walls.
No.
You can have
You
wall
can just
ponies.
nail them into your shelf. Attach them to your plushies.
No.
You can put them in the ears, so then when their ears like go up and they go smooch.
Ooh.
Or put it up right
but-
through the hoof. And then so when they go like booping hooves, they're
Why do
smooching.
you want me to stab my plushies?
They can't feel anything.
Rude. Maybe you can't feel anything. See, it doesn't feel very
Michael.
good, does it?
Michael,
Fine.
if you were in Equestria, the amount of pain and misery you would cause. And you're like, but the plushes.
I would be a villain.
Yes.
How about young Granny Smith? A young Granny. I think there's a young Granny Smith model, but it would not fit here.
Okay, so we have them. So the walking horses, I have a base now. I can just copy paste them. So not too worried. That's fine. Not too worried on them. But I need some ponies doing things like, I can have people laying around, but like, what's some things that they could be doing? Is there any sounds here that imply something? There's a baby crying, but that'd be too minor to show anything.
You could have them rolling around in some dirt. You could have them.
Rolling around would be difficult to animate. Not
kinda
too bad.
Cute them just rolling in trash. You could have
What would Vikel's pony villain name be? The Booper.
the Booper strikes again. I still love that.
The Shadow Booper.
In the one cartoon where Nurse Redheart's telling the Anon, like, can't just go booping ponies. The last one put a gem in your eye, and he just reaches up and boops her. The pan's back, and both of his eyes are poked out. I love that one. Good stuff.
Actually, that reminds me.
A pony with a can-can outfit as a prostitute. You just want prostitute ponies? See, this is what's gonna confuse.
I could do it, Trixie.
No, we need more wholesome smooching videos. There's always like wholesome pony videos and then not wholesome smooching videos. You made wholesome smooching videos. It was what we truly needed as a community. So we could like show our parents, like, see, wholesome smooching. And they'd be like, what's wrong with you, child? Why is she bald?
Let's see.
Yeah, I have Rarity around. You'd be in Ponyville. Oh no! The glory snoot. It's real. You gotta move it. Just the muzzle. There you go. Perfect. It's the glory snoot. Don't move it. Once boops.
Michael,
No,
I'm scared.
no, you don't need to be scared. You're gonna get boops.
No, I don't want to lose forever. Actually, you know, this looks like some evil dart. I'm like, ha ha ha! I'm a shark.
Imagine the pony putting their nose up against the door. It's like, who's that? You can't come in. Not poop my nose.
Oh, wait, but Michael, and you need to go boop, boop,
No get boops.
boop, boop, boop.
It's very cute. I need this. We need this in the house.
I don't like that I'm at 32.75
I
already
like
for
that you
RAM.
have 2 carrot tops. It's bothering me.
Only because you're not gonna notice it.
I'm gonna notice it.
I've said it specifically. She is literally in this shot for 1 second after this one. It could be anybody.
teleported
It's
across.
right at the end. And if somebody goes and makes a complaint about it, whatever. I'm low on RAM. I think for this shot, there's a good chance I'm gonna have to break it off on its own save file.
I feel like I just got like you should be happy with the food you're being given. We're a poor
Yes.
family.
I think I want to put like, no, I can't put like more trash here because if I put trash there, I have to show it in the background there. I could put trash here. I kind of fill like it more over here. Actually, I already have some trash. Could I just extend over that trash? Or like, there's
Loaded
no, the box is
stallion.
visible.
It's trash.
No, we already have a whole cart full of trash.
Food. If you could do somebody whacking the cat, it would be Rarity whacking.
No, I can't. There's not enough time. I would have to get rid of like the punching part because I would have to have a lot more time introducing that scene and other characters going and doing things in the background. But I don't want to have all that done going on. That scene had so much stuff going around on the background that I can't do that level of complexity. It would just be like I would be working on nothing but that shot forever, and I don't even know if like RAM wise I'd be able to handle it.
Just have to break up the shot again.
No, like
Again and again.
you can only break up shots to a degree. If I go and if it's a single shot, I can't break up a single shot. These are all full of pony poop.
Yeah. And ponies do poop a lot.
It's because their diet. It's too much sugar.
A lot of grass. A lot of grass and sugar. You could just have a pony eating grass. It'd be cool.
Mayhaps.
It'd be grazing.
That almost stands out too much.
Oh, the trash?
Yeah.
A little bit. Did pile up a lot of trash.
I think if I spread it out a little bit, I can make it work.
It's like in front of the door.
Well, no, it's all just right there. It's in front of a door at this angle. At this angle, you can't see no door.
That's why Lyra and Bomber are sad. That's their house. They can't get back in.
Maybe it's their trash.
It's their poop. Their poop pile.
So I prefer a bigger pile of trash than that, but these bags would definitely have like pieces spilling out.
Pinky would be already living in town. The canon story, as far as it's told, for when Pinky moved to Ponyville, she was still a child. And the cakes just took her in upon, or like, she wanted to be a full-time baker at like the age of 11. So her parents asked the cakes if she could just move in with them. Which kind of emphasizes that the cakes were taking care of everybody else's kids before they could have their own.
Which what they meant is she can be your apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
And apprentices aren't paid. So free child labor.
You just have to put her up. That woo's coming through the walls.
Okay, I still think I need a little bit of different trash. Closer to that though. I'm gonna look up other trash. But I'm going to crash before I get to any of it. It's fine. What's this trash?
I won't be able to tell until you load it.
It's like an overlay of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but that was gonna be the crash.
What a Jester Pinkie Pie model. He has lots of crazy models.
Ooh, that's some fancy trash. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. A Jester Pinkie Pie model. I have no idea what I have anymore. Just model after model added year after year. I'll just like see something on the workshop and go, ooh, and I'll just add that because I'm like, oh, in the future that would be super useful. And then I'll forget that it exists because people are very bad at naming files. And so I'll go searching through the workshop to find something I need. I'll run across that model and be like, this is exactly what I need. And then it says I'm already subscribed.
Just never start doing Five Nights at Freddy videos or you'll be downloading models for eternity.
I have downloaded Five Nights at Freddy's models, but mainly the pony ones.
That's
but
good.
But they come in handy because they have like torn out pieces. And so when I did like Sweetie Bot, I just used those versions of the models, redid the textures, and then I could make a semi-destroyed Sweetie Bot. So there's benefits to it.
Yeah. All things pony. I'm gonna look up Pony SFM now and see if what's new. What's new that you'll have to download as soon as I see it.
I think I'm just gonna use this trash a lot. This is a really thick trash, and I really want to make sure that Ponyville looks like it is the biggest dump heap of all time. More so than it actually is.
We got a minuet that's a revamp. Got the Dazzlings. They have that weird Tiger Pegasus Aurora from G5. That her story never got finished, and that's sad. But all of that's sad. Unfinished stories are sad. Isn't that right, Exploding Colon? Oh, they got a revamps for Button Mash, Silver Spoon, Diamond Tiara, Babs, and Trenderhoof. Not Trenderhoof. I can't remember what that male Scootaloo name was.
Male Scootaloo?
It's essentially male Scootaloo. Same color scheme, just a cult. Like tap dancing.
No idea.
Yeah, they got a lot of the kids.
Actually, yeah, you were the one that had brought up the name before. Was it like Arrow something or?
No, that's Archer.
Archer.
It's
okay.
just Blue Scootaloo.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
Also Blue Taloo. But no, they got new Babs and that guy and then Diamond Tiara and Button Mash.
And none of this is eating up any more memory, so that's why I'm trying to take advantage of it.
They got Crystal Trixie.
But horse models, I don't see any need to download any new horse models unless I have an actual need for it. Resources, yeah, I will do it all the time.
Oh, the Lunar Dream Dungeon. You need that. It's a dungeon. For Luna. Well, they do have Crystal Empire houses now. If you ever Goth Fluttershy, you gotta get yourself some Goth Fluttershy. They got the new models for Sunset, Starlight, and Trixie.
But those are already pretty new.
They got newer ones.
Why?
Because the horse can never stop.
But there's nothing I can think that you can add to them. The current models that we have are pretty much close to exactly what anybody should actually need.
Yeah, but the Trixie has a really cool dress.
Oh, if you're adding accessories, then just give the accessories. Do not include the model with the accessories.
Oh, okay. See, it's them a little it's them a little older, I think.
You mean they just added one little crease under the eye and then just called it a different model? Because all that crap I hate, because it's like, oh, now I have to fill up my RAM or my memory with a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'm already running so low on things. I don't want to have all these other like copy paste textures in here.
Well, they did release new models for the G5 ponies. Like probably actual functional ones.
Okay. So Michael,
Yeah.
is this what your room looks like?
No, my room is not that bad. It's
Not that bad?
like a couple cardboard boxes I need to get rid of, and then like clothes.
Archers and SFM, even if it's not, it's super easy to recolor a horse.
It's just a recolor school is all Archer is.
I think I might have a pony like hanging from a balcony and just fall from it. No, that might be too distracting. For 3 seconds, for 3 seconds, maybe too much.
So if you ever do anything with the G5 ponies again, they do have new models for them.
Why would I ever do anything with them again? I've done the best thing ever. They're dead. I'm going to the meat shop.
What is this new cat models? It's just like it's other cat costumes. So you have the one cat costumes. They have newer cat costumes. With 3 different kinds of ears. Isn't that exciting? You could dress up all the ponies as kitties.
Michael.
Mm-hmm. Poor Derpy. Why are those children so mean? Why is Derpy not dressed up as a cat? You have to remember, Ice. Early fandom was all about like every single pony, even if it was just a recolor, got a lot of attention.
Yes. They'd be like, that's a background pony that we haven't seen before.
Yes. It's just Scootaloo, but blue. It's like, yes, completely new pony. We must give her a backstory and a comic of her very own. I mean, Blossom Forth was just a recolor of Twilight, but with wings instead of a horn. I don't like that the new type of pony model that is out, they're just straight up calling the final ponies back. Oh, that's because it's all the last episode. That's what it is. The final ponies are the ones, how they looked in the very last episode.
Oh, because there's nothing they're
When
going to
like
change from.
middle-aged. It's their middle-aged versions.
The last episode of Gen 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have...
Yeah, that's still... And I guess it's useful.
It's new. It's completely different hairstyles.
But again, so I feel like because of how Eric set up his, where you could just disable the hair, you could just provide the hair, and then you just disable the current, bone merge it onto the new one, and voila.
It's a different texture too for the because the bags under the eyes and stuff.
Yeah, some of that stuff you wouldn't be able to do as easily, and it is a little more difficult when you have two different models locked to each other. But still, I'm just not a fan of having a ginormous library.
Oh, it's got Big Macintosh. It's got the cakes grown up. It's even got Derpy. It's got Luster Dawn, Byron Bonbon, a grown up Sandbar. It's got this is a huge pack.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about it though.
Yeah.
The
It's a lot more
big
stuff.
patch means big, because I'm kind of like
It's got little cheese.
dangling on this cliff to where I already have it where if I go to open a texture, which is rare, but it has enough that it's loading that it will crash me off that single library. So will be a point in the future where I will be loading a model and I cannot browse the library because it crashes before it loads that library. That is not going to be a good day. That will be where I will have to probably purge a lot of my stuff. I can go through and like, you can go into your game info.txt and just start disabling games. But I've already disabled Blade Symphony, Pirates, Vikings, and Kings, Lost Coast, Dino D-Day. Yeah, those aren't used very often, but I know like Pirates, Vikings, and Kings is used for the boat in Luna's Banishment. So there are things that I've used from these packs, and if I don't have it always available, it means that it gets a little bit harder when I have to go modify things or I want to grab things from places.
But it's got little cheese.
There is no little cheese model right now.
No, there is now.
I mean, there wasn't. I had that issue when I was trying to make pictures for Bad Fanfic.
And it's got little cheese. And actually, that's one of Big Macintosh's kids.
He had kids?
Yeah, in the very last episode. He had like 2 kids with Sugar Bell.
Are you sure it was kids? Are you sure it was a Sugar Bell? You're making implications.
It was very much implied. There was a lot of things that were implied. But that's my favorite thing is because they heavily implied Applejack and Rainbow Dash. And then like, well, they just implied it. They didn't say it. And like
that was the heaviest one that was implied by far, yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like, okay, then Little Cheese is a Pinkie Pie's kid because she didn't state it outright. It was only implied. She stole that child. That child is in danger.
Can't let it sit because it would be in the grass, and the grass would poke up into the bottom. So
that's why I got these smooching pins. You can't see them from back here, but that's canon.
No, not at that age.
They could have. No, they probably got married just like right after the final episode.
Are you sure?
They're young. Yes. Like immediately as soon as the camera cut away, they
started smooching, and they didn't stop smooching until they said I do.
Yeah.
But they couldn't say I do because they were smooching.
That's why they had to stop the show there because it got like PG-13. Couldn't show that stuff.
Big Jim was giving some big smooches. But you want to see Big Jim smooches?
Sure. I have no hate for the man.
No smooching.
Why would you say that about Big Jim? He deserves love, Ninesky. He's worked hard.
Is he married?
I have no idea. I know he's like the director of.
No smooching.
Why are you hating on Big Jim? This is hate. Nah, he's like the director for Strawberry Shortcake stuff now. Definitely fell into a niche. Whether or not he's happy with it or not, who's to say? So Strawberry Shortcake does kind of feel like a step down for Pony, though I might be biased.
Yeah.
Before that, I think his only real thing was Ed and Eddie, where he was artist, I think. So going from artist to director is kind of a pretty big swing, I guess. I think he mostly does directing now. So that's what he did for Pony. I still say if you want a good show, if Pony wanted to like revitalize itself, Big Jim's the one they need to call.
Who are we gonna call?
Big Jim. Boo-doo-boo-doo. Boop-doo-boop-doo. And I saw him at a con not long ago, and he very much is still into it. So
Into horse?
yeah,
Word it that way. I was unsure what you
he's
meant.
almost excited to finally be allowed to talk about it. Like,
That was a large portion of his life.
Yeah. He wasn't allowed to talk about it up until very recently. Not without a non-disclosure agreement hanging over his head.
Should I put this house like cockeyed and like?
Does it just not have a foundation? Just slapped it down with zero foundation. It's just sinking into the ground. It's just falling over.
I kind of like the idea of doing that with all the buildings, though.
No, because you have to believe that this is Ponyville from the show, and Ponyville
They got
from the
better.
show was got better. It might have been dirty and filthy, but at the very least, it wasn't like collapsing in on itself. But yeah, you got a ton of new ponies to download. Adult CMC. And then I think I'm seeing some.
I'm not downloading those. Well, let's go to Skittledashi. I was looking at names for a little while.
Well, I just looked away and somebody already uploaded another model.
Bring out a chamber pot of poop off the balcony with a pony underneath.
They do use
That would be hard because that's liquid. You could do
So
some kind of
it's
splash effect, but you wouldn't be able to have it go to the ground. I could make it look like they're throwing a bucket, but that it's essentially just like going into the air. From above, no. Just show a poopy butt just hanging out, and he's just dropping it right on Scootaloo.
Oh,
She's got the window right there.
cool. Busy.
What was the term
Can't
for
be bothered.
throwing stuff? Gardaloo.
Gardaloo?
Yeah, it's an official term.
I'm familiar with the sneaky scooter.
Gardaloo, an old cry and throwing water, slops, etc. out the windows in Edinburgh.
No.
So if you're gonna throw the poop out the window, you have to warn people first. But you'll yell Gardaloo, and then you throw it out the window.
You called?
I don't like that there's an actual boat. Well, it was a specially designed sewage dumping vessel, so that actually is funny.
Yes.
But
Is that what Scootaloo's based on?
that is low. Yeah, it says, what does it say? Mind the water is what it means. Using Edinburgh, there's a waste being thrown from the window to the street below. It's a funny term. I don't know why I remembered that so much.
It's something they keep saying. I don't know why that they keep saying in Fallout London is they keep saying mind the gap. I don't know what they're referring to yet. But everyone says mind the gap. That is a fun game. It is a little slow paced.
And crashes a lot.
It crashes a lot and it's hard as heck. I think I got murdered by the same freaking mosquito like 10 times before I finally managed to kill it. It was very frustrating. I would load in and then just try not to die.
What I'm gonna put? Oh, you know what we're gonna do? I got it.
One glitch in the game was so bad that it basically made an NPC immortal. So I was running away from an immortal person with a pool cue for a little bit. I've never seen that pony. It's definitely Five Nights stuff.
Yeah,
on it.
it's 5 nights. It's just endoskeleton. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's if you want to make a pwn or have it where it's like fully has everything gone. That's what it would look like underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Just came in the packs, but I'm looking for the pony ones. Pretty sure I did user mod. Is it bone?
I see.
It is. Okay, good.
Look at that bonehead.
Wait, why am I doing unicorn bones?
Why not unicorn bones?
It's Ponyville. If you're gonna have somebody like,
Just the Earth Bunnies are the ones who die in the streets.
no, they're gonna be a cage.
They would cage up the unicorn.
I need to grab. There's too many things in this shot. Derpy poking. Dr. Who's.
Other things. I know the fidget toys are there, and I'm like, ooh.
You're fidgeting, and that's what they exist for.
I'll take the wheel again.
The wheel surprisingly took a little bit to make, but it's just because it's not it. It's so many little things it has to do.
It's not my favorite fidget toy because it keeps like locking up.
Yeah, it's not. It's because it's a print.
Mm-hmm.
It would be better if it was if it was made out of like metal and had actual gears.
It's still cool. It's what's the name for something like this? There's a name for it. A bearing. Essentially what this is a plastic bearing, though I would not trust it.
No. I'm a little concerned with how bright that skeleton is going to be.
Yeah. Can you dim it a bit?
Yeah, I was just going to do that. Hopefully it's one texture. One texture, good. In this case, anyway.
He does need more pony saddles. I agree, Sunset. He should download all the pony assets. And then when the source eventually just implodes upon itself, he can blame me.
Okay, that's a good bit better.
Or, you know, they could finish getting Source 2 out, like, proper. I wonder if that would be a refreshing change of pace for Gaben if some random person came up to him and be like, so Source 2, when? Gaben, give me a job at Valve, and I'm just going to work on getting Source 2 out. With function with all the models from Source 1. And I have no idea what I'm doing, and you'll have to pay me a lot of money.
So you can go and see what the game is going to be, get your fix.
I know, I legit need Source 2 to come out because you're getting crabby.
Crabby? How am I getting crabby?
You'll be able to download all the models you need without it exploding.
It would be nice. It's not about Source 2 coming out. It's just about having the right tools available, and they haven't made those specific tools available.
Source 2 is barely even.
If they added material overrides and an easy method to transfer models from one thing to another, then I would be...
If Blender can do it,
it would be a lot of work, but I would be willing to. Yeah. That RAM limit is just such a hindrance.
It really is.
That's the only thing. I've tried methods to see if you can get beyond it, because there are things out there that, because technically you're supposed to be allowed 4 gigs, but because of all this other overhead, it only technically is like 3,400. But there are softwares out there that can tell it to ignore some of that extra stuff because it's being used in something else, so you can get the full 4. But SFM just hardwires it to a certain number, which is why it crashes. You can't use those softwares. I tried.
Source Filmmaker 2 would be like a whole new world, but it's still familiar.
I remember what I was doing. I just kept loading models in there over and over and over again. And I think I was at like 10 or 11 gigs of memory used, and just loading unique things. And the limiting factor was the processing of my computer, which is a factor I can control. Right now, this is not a factor I can control. I mean, I could at least go and say, oh, I get a bigger graphics card, or I can upgrade to this, or I can get this to try to increase it. But this is not anything I can control, and it's super annoying. I don't even know what you're talking about, Sunset, but I'll blame him for everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a joke. If you don't know how something happened or who did it, just blame Michael.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Okay. So we got them back there and them there. I would probably say maybe at least a dozen other horses. I would probably want at least 7 or 8 more walking around, but that's an easy copy paste. And because it's easy, I don't want to do it first. I want to do it last. These need to go in trash. These go in, I'll call it back on horses. But I still like what else do I do with horse just laying around? If I load in one more, it's gonna crash. I'm curious what my RAM is at on a fresh restart.
Explosion.
Also, the big thing is the moment I shift my timeline over to a second shot, it's gonna load in different things then too. Because it loads the models, I think, right away, but it doesn't load the textures, I think, until I move it. I don't know. The Angel Bunny is oh my god.
The
There's
Angel Bunny's rough.
like the how far does it go? Yeah, this Angel Bunny.
Work. Hey, turn it off, turn it off.
It had so little control for that stupid bunny that
No facial expression.
there was no facial expressions, no nothing. And so I couldn't, if I had it go and just hit the button, you would have to look at the face. And so I said, screw it. And I just like had it face bash so that you didn't have to look at the face. Cause it's so bad. Like you can just see that the face is just nothing.
It's a very basic bunny model.
You see her when the door busts open? You do.
I love
This is
the
every. That's the thing that they stopped doing a long time ago too. The old models used to have the smile where the bottom lid would come up. They
Yeah.
don't do that anymore.
You complain.
It's kind of
It's
understandable.
just a flex.
No, it's because you have to add so many vertices to have it so that the full eye up here can move all the way down, or at least the halfway point. If you were to have one part go all the way, you have to add so many more vertices that it would just start getting a little bit crunched. It's not even. Like this part right here is only moving like this little bit, where these parts are moving this whole distance. These textures got so stretched going all the way up there. It made things just look like trash. Like Rarity's eye would have that little eyeliner. And when it got stretched, you could see the eyeliner get like bled down a good like inch or two below the eye. It was bad.
I did just read about Source 2 that there's no like full release plan, but
They're just releasing it as things come out.
with every new game, it'll get an update. Is basically what they said. So
Well, they have Deadlock
Deadlock, yeah.
is the current one.
Source 2 will get an update with Deadlock. Hopefully it's functional. I'm pretty sure they know what people want from
That's still pretty
Source.
good. With the trash.
I mean, fewer people are using it, but that's because they haven't been updating it.
It's still used. People are like what they're comfortable with, I mean, like me, and they're going to keep using Source because that's what they just know.
Yeah.
And especially since Source 2 is probably not going to be too much different in the on how they name things, the conventions. Okay. One thing that actually would be nice in here is if they could set up a detail distance, like, because a lot of these models usually have some kind of a property on them that says what model to use or quality of the model to use at a certain distance. It might be that this is old enough they don't have that, so that if I'm standing here, that there's just going to be this like circle right here that says anything past this circle uses a different model, everything past this circle uses a different model. It's where you get the LOD pop, where if you're walking and suddenly like you can, I think in Final Fantasy 15 this is pretty obvious, where you can see a literal circle in front of you and all the models were up changing as you pass the circle. I think Skyrim does it too. I wish that there was a function like that on here you could control, so you could set some distance, but that requires the models to have things set up, and I'm guessing that not all models do.
Stuff like that wouldn't matter as much in video once it's rendered anyway.
It's about processing too.
Yeah.
We're worried about current SFM again. I'm not worried about it once we get to SFM 2.
When is Deadlock coming out?
I mean, I don't know if they're ever going to release it. I think that I feel like there's already They hide the player numbers now. I think you have to go to SteamDB for player numbers, but there's still tens of thousands of people playing Deadlock. Like at this point, is it in beta, or is it just out and they're just being sneaky about it? I think it's as close to. I think they're doing what the Valve thing normally does: is they say something's in beta, they say it's in some like whatever state, so that people just don't complain about crap. Because they have no like, they're like, well, we're working on it. You just have the privilege of access.
Yeah. There's no official release date, but the estimate by game people is late 2025.
It's a long time to have this game in beta, but
yeah,
it's fine, I guess.
well, that's full release.
Well, I should actually get Trixie's part figured out. I need to get her lip syncing. Is this going to crash if I try to open this? No.
But there's hope for Source 2 within a year. This time next year, maybe. More than I can say for Half-Life 3.
It's never going to happen.
That documentary made it sound so very up in the air. Just the developers being like, we could have made it, and then the game just been like, no, it's childish to say we could have. Like, oh, calm down.
Calm down,
Sir,
God.
please calm down, sir.
Something else I was potentially going to grab from here. No.
When are you gonna print a pony?
I only have single colors right now.
You can still print something the shape of a pony.
Yeah, but then I'm spending money printing something that you want to look at and then would never do anything
You
with.
could paint it.
You wouldn't.
You could paint it.
I'm not going to paint it.
Why not?
No. Because once you get an AMS, you could literally just print a multicolored pony. And did you see the thing that Nolan sent you?
No.
I think he posted it in the Michael Moore chat.
I haven't been busy. I have a job.
Michael, if I were to go here and check how many horses were posted during work hours.
None. You should definitely didn't do that.
Over there. And I can't get you back. Okay, I'm just going to...
See, not real.
Or did I have the wrong button down?
It keeps going off into the other screen or something.
Yeah, but normally I can just Windows key it around and it's not moving anywhere.
Oh, computer broken. I'm waiting for it to do this.
Oh,
goodbye.
No, you said,
Let's go Darby.
yeah. This was, Bamboo Labs, the people that make the 3D printer that I have a program where it's to make an AI generated one. So like,
I'm not supposed to like that.
Okay, this is what the one thing I'm not gonna like about showing you this. Okay, wait.
You worried about the creature you've unleashed? What's the thing you
I remember
need
the
to
link to get
improve
there.
your 3D printer?
I need two things. For one,
Is
I
it
need
AMS.
an AMS allows you to do multicolored prints.
Yeah.
Without snapping things together. And the other thing I need is just more filament.
No. Okay.
So if you want to buy filament for anything, you go right ahead.
It's Christmas.
Right now they're pretty cheap on here. But Maker's Lab. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this because it jumps to this screen. Okay.
Who would use a
But we're gonna go to Printmon Maker.
bead art, essentially.
And we're going to generate by from image.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna grab
Grab a horse.
I'm gonna grab this I'll grab this derpy.
Let's go derpy. Get a concept. You can't put any kind of prompts in, can you? It's just the image. That's so cool.
I mean, the Q mark's a little weird,
Yeah.
but then they will give you the model file to print it.
Yeah.
So like with the color and everything, the eyes I'm thinking are going to be a color thing. But they'll actually give you, the stuff to do it. So this is just the Bamboo site. Bamboo makes, no, you can go in here and be like, a gray winged pony with yellow mane.
Can you type in derpy?
I'm going to guess anything copyrighted won't go through.
I want to see.
No, I've tried with copyrighted models and it completely changed it. Plus this tries to make Pokemon essentially. So anything you do, it's going to make it cartoony and small. And so if you can't, it's chibi and you can't accessorize that to a degree.
Yeah.
With yellow mane, and yellow tail and,
Wall-eyed.
I tried doing that. It didn't work. Is wearing a top hat. Let's try that. Nice thing too is it was pretty quick and it's free as far as I can tell. You can also send it like a picture of your own face and it will try to process it and put it in 3 dimensions. And so you can get an actual bust of your head.
It's got a little head.
Oh my God, it's a tiny little hat. It likes to make the colored wings. So I always had to tell it. But you can do, let's say, the wings are gray and there is a tattoo on her, on there.
Just see, it's trying to do cutie marks.
That are bubbles.
I bet it would understand cutie marks because it's trying to do cutie marks even when you don't tell it to.
Yeah. Well, also I gave it a character with a mark.
Yeah.
So it's doing a pretty good job. You give it those. It's kind of bubbles. Just go look at the top of it. Look at that smile, Michael.
It's so heavy.
But I was like even surprised if I gave it like no, let's give it like a Twilight. I want to give it the most basic Twilight. No, that's just mixed big Twilight.
You should give it. Do you have the one picture of Twilight, the one that's just straight up the default art?
I'm pulling from my resources.
Yeah.
So these are just images I had.
I thought you had the default art.
Maybe I actually that might be in a different folder. But I was actually surprised how well it actually kept the colors last time I did this.
Yeah. Almost.
Yeah.
It's almost Twilight.
Well, I mean, the colors are pretty good. I think that like when it comes to that horn, a lot of the times if it has a color that it does for the AMS to print, you can just replace that color and then boom, you're done. So, and you can actually do molding in some 3D changes within the software. Put my OC in. Actually, I don't think I've tried that. I think I have one, but it's with the, I have the, I'm sitting with the pancake.
I would put the pancake on your head.
I say don't do a cutie mark and paint the man afterwards. Yeah. And I haven't seen what this looks like once you try to convert it to a 3D model because it's probably going to change some of the stuff.
No. He gave you a heart attack.
Let's try that again. The colors aren't even as close.
You turn the pancakes into a hard hat.
I'm going to go do construction now. Yeah, I don't have like a base character.
What's the hard hat?
Why is it blurry?
I don't know.
It literally is just blurry. No. But yeah, you can give it any object, like a car, and it will turn it into some kind of a Pokemon character. I tried to see if you could like give it a dog and if it would make a dog, but it just makes a dog, not like that dog.
No.
It really likes the hard hats.
At least it knows you're a mare.
Well, look at the hooves. They do the hooves really good.
You know.
It's like big. Then they're really chunky.
Give you a cutie mark that time. Not even close.
A very chunky horse eating
Pancake.
an entire cake.
Indian waffle.
No horse.
Yes, good. Very important.
You've been assigned a career instruction worker background pony. Like, sounds like Futurama.
No.
She ate the whole cake. She's very chunky though.
Smoking.
She's smoking? No.
Smoking.
What are those things from they had it in Monster Hunter Rise, those little like balls of food that they put like 3 on a stick.
Oh yeah, I have
Right,
no
no.
idea. What is happening?
She got fangs. It's like pony. Oh, okay, hold on. A horse, a cute horse that has bat wings and ears and
Gozy.
small fangs in its mouth.
And gozy. You have to say gozy.
Its eyes are vertical slits, and it is eating a mango. I'm curious what that turns out.
Go buzz.
Now they have a couple different features you can do on here. This one's just one of the fun ones, the print ones.
What is happening?
It's got the Batwings turned out actually really good.
Yeah.
The fact that I did have like a rainbow one time where it just suddenly had like extension arms that came out, and I'm like, what are you doing? We'll try that one more time. Damn, I just started to drink out my nose. Yeah, they really want to give it hands.
Yeah.
Well, I said give it a mango, and it probably doesn't know how to hold it otherwise. They have a tool to create a bust of an image of a person. Can we make a bust of Michael?
No.
Yeah, we probably could, but it takes a while to do those. So you can do lithophane, where it will do a print. You use like a I think it's actually a very thin layer of it, and then you put it on a light board, and then it's like a light up image. That's kind of cool.
Kind of neat.
Make signs. They can do a vase thing. You can even have it make it's a pixel puzzle maker where all the pieces are these little squares, and then you put it on a board and just make
I
something.
think you can just buy beads.
Yeah, that's kind of what that is. But this is actually probably cheaper. There's an ornament maker. That one I think is kind of cool. But to make my statue,
You didn't have to put up a Christmas tree this year.
because I spent so much time doing the Thanksgiving thing that I didn't want to bother, because I would have had to put it up right away. So I
Couldn't
think
bring out the horse ornaments.
picture. There's the big soup time, Michael.
No.
Hold on, can we do? Yes, we'll do this one. I don't know if this will work.
You have to hit the generate button.
It'll take a while though. This first stage is pretty quick, but the second stage takes a lot longer, and you will have users in line. And so it took a couple of minutes last time I did this. So we can go back to doing other things for a minute.
Michael shall live forever.
Okay, so we have the kind of the dead pony here. I think that we can probably have like a trash can.
I'll be right back.
Wait, what happened? Did it cancel it? I think it canceled it. Can I not navigate away? I did try doing it with a non-headset thing. I wanted to see if it would try to do it for something else, and it didn't work. It's looking for people. I wanted to see if you gave it a picture of an animal, could it create a 3D version of like a dog? No face detected. Let's grab. Oh, it's in Plex now. I don't know where I have like a good face shot of Michael. there. I already did that one. We didn't take too many pictures there, so no. Trying to find a picture of you because the other one it says you didn't have a face.
That's fair. I do not have a face. You never take pictures of me. I've noticed this over the years.
Oh my god, look at Adam.
camera's so off.
You're not even here.
No, you don't take pictures of me.
No, I know I do have pictures of you.
Don't. Like one in like 10 years, you have like a picture of me. That is the most shit-eating grin. I love it.
This is the one where I gave you hair that one time.
Yeah. I do like that picture.
This is where I tried to see if I wanted to put this picture into Sora.
Yeah.
And see if I could get video out of it where the horses were jumping around and you were booping them. But you have to pay $20 a month to use Sora.
No smooching.
And it's only for like 30 videos.
It's gross.
It gets Sora's expensive.
Yeah. I've got straight up Grinch energy in that photo.
A little bit. Okay, we'll try this. Hopefully it's like there's a person. It could be that there's like too much blending in the background or something. Yeah, I like that picture because you're just like phonies. Phonies. Now you got 3 out there. You can't boop all them all at once. Yeah, I got pictures of you in here.
Where? Besides that one.
That's part of you. There's a picture of you.
Kinda. I'm on the side. Barely counts.
Well, that was from Friendsgiving last year.
Mm-hmm.
There's more of outside stuff. There's Chris.
Take pictures of Chris.
No, usually I just take pictures if we're doing like a fire pit. If we're doing a fire pit thing, I just take a picture. I don't see.
Not there.
You're in.
Nope.
Jay's face is funny there.
I don't actually exist. That's how that one picture. Oh, there it was.
Oh, here you go.
That's my bald ass head. That's what you're getting the picture of.
This is like
that is not a flattering.
This is when we had the very early retro.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice now.
It's a horrible picture of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean?
But it does count.
Do I have a picture of you in like dressed up?
Oh wait. Oh, at the wedding.
Yeah. Here, there's Michael all dressed up.
Yeah. Holding a beer.
Yeah. I can't tell which of you is older.
Yeah, fair.
Actually, he just looks like a very tiny man, and you look like a very big man because how that floor is done. It just looks like very small man.
Mm-hmm. That was fun. I like that wedding because it's one of the ones
It's
that
going 3
hasn't
minutes.
been a divorce yet. Most of the weddings I've gone to have ended in divorce. I'm kind of sad about that. But
The wedding itself ended in divorce.
well, the marriage ended in a divorce.
Marriage.
Marriage.
I was the Princess Bride again because been watching stuff from Princess Bride again. Yeah, that was the guy when they're doing the slow zoom in for the wedding, and then he goes marriage. It's just that movie is one of those brilliantly written.
Nice, Michael. You clean up. Thanks.
You're able to clean up.
If I bother. I look nice for a friend's wedding. And that's my wedding get up. I've had it forever. I wear it to every wedding.
Yeah, he's been even when he was 8 years old.
Well, the first time I wore that outfit would have been my sister's wedding. She got married when she was 19, so I was 20. So I've had that outfit since I was 20. I haven't changed side. Like, that's the thing. Like, oh man, I need to get back to my high school body. I was heavier in high school. Like
You're the fittest you've ever been. Well, not
ever. No, I got down to like here at the last place, not this place, but the previous place. I got down to 208, and then I passed out in Target, and it all went back to shit. But that's life, I guess.
Still dealing with it. I think it's got to develop a whole bunch of extra stuff. I don't know how it does like the back of the head and all that too. I wanted like just a standard. Yeah, I know that trash can exists because I put Derpy in it.
Rude.
Yeah, right here.
Is he okay?
Oh no, that's the outside trash can.
That's the trash can from Half-Life 2. I recognize
at
that trash
Derpy.
can. It's the pick up that can trash can. Pick up that- Oh,
She's okay.
Sea Swirl, she's concerned. My goodness.
I mean, it did.
Yeah.
It did imply more hair.
I'm
but-
fine with that.
I think it just needs a better picture.
My face is all contorted. I look like I just came out of a fire.
Look at your nose. It's like bent sideways.
I got hit by a truck. And the truck won.
Actually, though, this makes you look really cool.
Kinda, yeah.
Like you look like a presidential figure.
I need this program to lie to me some more.
You can tell it to retry as well. Like this preview image just makes you look almost kind of evil, like the villain of some movie, which you definitely are. This is also
Absolutely.
implying you have like a
Talking about
that's way more hair.
No, that's correct. It's absolutely correct. Swoosh, swoosh.
Michael, did you have a stroke? It does kind of look like you're drooping a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so it's like, don't do cartoon. Don't zoom in too much. It's like looking for very, I think, easy to cut
Specific,
out,
yeah.
like well done faces. But no, I mean, some of the stuff like they can do in here is pretty cool. I think the Printmon Maker is probably one of the funner ones to play around with. And I like that you can just get a print of it. Yeah, you can make a Mount Rushmore with just you faces.
I would like that, you know. Now I might check out 3D AI image generators for printing 3D models.
Nice thing with that is it is designed to work specifically for the printers. So it's not just like bringing in any 3D model. It's going to optimize it for especially their printers, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, but I'm curious on like other third-party programs that are better.
Not seeing anything interesting. Rig for pack. Oh, for EVs. I haven't been here to check in about. Oh, look, more Skibbity. You can't go a page without some Skibbity. Oh, that's Skibbity.
I feel like the
I think that's Simp Cameraman. I'm gonna guess that's Skibbity.
yeah, it's Skibbity.
Cookie Donuts G-Man.
I have no idea. Feels like it's probably Skibbity. The Skibbity wagon has to be dying. Because isn't that the whole thing with younger generations? Is that things are blips and then they disappear. They become, I don't know.
Usually fads, the whole point of a fad is that it pops up and dies pretty quick.
Skibbity has to be a fad because it has no substance to it. It's just nonsense.
Just looking for like a most simple, like silver trash can. Like
What's it?
these, it's always these ones, but I want the super cheap, like super thin aluminum one that they used to use in like wrestling events because it was made of nothing and it would just crack under like moisture. because I thought that would be fun, like laying around here.
No. The best thing to come out of Skibbity is that one picture that somebody drew with Derpy with a toilet seat over top of her head, just saying, "I'm a Skibbity," because that's adorable.
So she's a Skibbity.
She said, "I'm a Skibbity." It's very cute. Fine.
I could see the line for this one right here, and so I don't like that. So we're gonna try to shift it to get it out of the line. Oh, actually, it's clipping, but technically it is behind the hill. Okay, well maybe I won't bother then. It just looks.
See, Toilet Sparkle was doing it first.
I know why it's an issue. Oh, but I bet you when I put the fog on. Yeah, the fog kind of covers it up. Michael watched most of Skibbity. He knows all about the war with G-Man Toilet. He probably has only watched half of Skibbity because often they're probably making stuff. He's probably already like half of.
They made me watch enough of it. There's plenty. I don't need to see any more.
Trying to think of what to add. Like, I don't want to do the walking ponies right now. I mean, I could just make just tons of people laying around, but I kind of make. I mean, I can make them kind of sitting like against things. Who's the horse to load?
Any of the flower horses.
Actually,
Minuet.
I didn't want to do that.
Sea Swirl.
I will go to God. What I think it just. I forgot what they start with. They're in a specific folder. Just models. These ones were a pack that Nutrifin put out, I believe, that are just a. Some of these are LOD enabled apparently, because that fish gets blurry. But these are nice if you just want filler ponies. They're, I think, from episodes, but they're otherwise just kind of no names.
Oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Picture I was looking for. Well, see, just give a. A very good picture.
I'm pretty sure Skibbity is very much a. Is that a zoomer or is that
That's a Gen Alpha thing.
Gen Alpha thing? Okay, that's
It's like
what I
their
thought.
first thing, and they failed.
You had one job.
You had one chance to prove that you weren't off, and you failed. Why couldn't you done a 360 and just start loving Monty Python? Made us proud. Proud parents.
What meme do you think defines the millennial generation?
Meme?
Yeah, like what like theme of meme? Like this, what thing would you look at and be like, that defines the millennials? Because I have kind of an idea. I have two.
There's a couple, but this
Not
is,
specific memes. It can just be types of memes.
I would say the first ones. Like your
First ones that. Why did you aim this like directly up?
I don't know. Like the Nuba Nuba and the peanut butter jelly time.
Yeah, but those are specific memes. Like Skibbity is almost like it's not just a single video or a single thing.
It's a single thing.
Yeah, but it's become a bigger thing. Like
E-Bombs world then.
no, like I would say Rage Comics.
What?
Rage Comics were very early millennial.
Okay.
Or demotivational posters.
Oh, I gotta do motivational calendar for work. I love it.
Yeah, like that was kind of our generation as well.
Like, because our generation didn't have the internet throughout all of our lives. It was like the later, like half of our childhoods.
Well, we had it for for a good portion of
I didn't have it till I was 14.
not when we were kids, not when we were very young, very, very young. We didn't have internet, but we had it for like most of like
Teen years, I guess.
like late teen years. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it's Rage Comics or demotivational posters. Those to me are like the of that time, like when we were how old, like late teen, early 20. That was kind of it. But we didn't have really memes before that because there was no platform for memes.
I mean, Mad TV, SNL, I guess.
Yeah, but that was just big television type stuff.
Yeah. Monty. I mean, we've been quoting Monty Python most of our young lives, so that's a thing. I think it's still doing that. Weird Al was a constant, like his music. Point to their tail. No. No, it's lewd.
That's not what I was going for. You were playing with her tail, but you made it lewd.
You made it lewd, and now you get all the views on this video. That's all you do. It's just this pose, and she's just like rubbing her tail. You post it online as a video, and it just gets more views than anything.
I don't know why it's one of my favorites, but the anthology short where it's Applejack with like as a baby, and she's just like bap 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 on the table. I always remember that one because I just find it cute.
Cool.
And she's like, "Oh, look at you," and she's like, "Bap bap bap."
Good horse. She's lost her tail. This Lyra recolor.
Well, you could say that about lots of
Actually,
forces.
this is a derpy recolor, isn't it? Or is this
Probably
Rainbow?
something.
Whose mane is this?
That's not
It's derpy.
Rainbow's. Rainbow had 3, I think, things at the front here.
Yeah, this is derpy.
Rainbow had
This is
another
derpy.
like bit up the top. Yeah, she's right here. Yeah, over here.
Mhm.
Oh, this is the new model, so that one doesn't count.
Yeah, this is VN.
I was trying to make her look like depressed.
She's got to be depressed about. She's a pony. That alone should bring joy.
Yeah, she's a pony, but she also spent all of her life savings on red.
Gambling problem.
Yeah.
That's okay. She can come live with us.
But then she's just gonna take all your money
That's
and
fine.
and
I'm gonna give it to her anyway.
spend it at the casino. She
Yeah,
wants to make you rich, but she can't because she's
got a
sad.
system. She can just stay chained in the basement. It's fine. Where MTV Breakfast? I never saw Breakfast Club. Gen X, in my
Remember
opinion.
playing the trophies games as a kid or watching my favorite YouTubers do it. So I guess Rage Comics leaks slightly into Gen Z. If it did, it's actually kind of crazy because I feel like Rage Comics were kind of dead by the time Gen Z popped in. Like the Rage Comics are gone. They are long gone.
Gen X to me is the generation that played that they were Rage Against the Machine generation, but then they marketed it and fed themselves into the machine at the same time. Like Gen X to me is the generation that just didn't care. Like I think I've said it before. The best like piece of media that personifies Gen X was Daria. If anyone's familiar with that, and it's just people who said they cared but didn't, and then marketed it like your anarchist symbol, but on a T-shirt. That's being
Yeah,
sold
and then
on the
they're
street corner.
and then they're buying it from mass-produced markets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a reason, like their parents' generation or the Boomer generation kind of continued being the prevalent generation within like politics and business. It's because they just didn't get involved. They're the generation that didn't get involved. I don't know.
She's so sad, Michael.
She's a sad pony. I'll take her home. I want to pick her up and like sling her over my shoulder.
I'm so sad, Michael.
Take that horse home.
I'm so very sad. Because I'm a pony. And I want to be a turtle.
No,
I want to be a turtle.
it better be pony.
No, I want a turtle. I want to have 2 fingers.
You'll be Kieran.
Only on one hand.
Let me see.
Because my nose is itchy and I want to pick it.
That's fair. Not being able to pick your nose.
That's
does
why
sound
she's so
like a problem.
depressed.
She could blow her nose.
She did, but she was in this position and I was all over.
Sad. That's nasty.
So she was like, I'm sad now. I can't be a turtle, so I'm going to go sit in trash.
You can lie there with Carrot Top. Be crazy depressing if Carrot Top was implied to be dead. And that pony was just sitting next to her. Yeah, I think they refer to
The
themselves.
pony
as-
smells.
The MTV generation kind of fits Gen X simply because, like, that was just marketing. It was like, oh, awesome rage, anarchy, yeah. Put it on a t-shirt, slap it on a thermos.
Yeah, anarchy for $20.
Yeah. It's like, my dad wants me to work at the mattress factory, but I'm going to be a musician. And it's like, okay, well, go do that. No.
Now that you want me to, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything you say.
So I'm thinking, depending on character, I can probably utilize that sit in a couple other spots. I can probably put another one like over here or something, so I can take advantage of that. But
There's so many. Go to Pony SFM. You'll find all the ponies you need.
no, I'll take a look at what those are.
Not the new ones.
Allura?
Well, that's one of the new ones. That's G5. She was the villain in like the later half of season 2 that didn't finish.
Is she a dragon?
She's like a tiger Pegasus thing. Her story was pretty interesting. It's kind of sad it's never going to finish.
She kind of looks stupid.
You're stupid. But there's the revamped schoolmates, so you got Button Mash and...
Okay, so yes, that's... I don't think the CMC ever got a revamp.
They must have if they did the schoolmates.
What happened to Button Mash?
Yeah,
He
he's
looks-
like different between the two pictures.
Well, no, I mean, these pictures are different. Because this is the adult models. It's just he looks like he's got like black lines
Click
all
on
over.
it. I can't. Like his is freaking me out. Yeah, he's like bleeding.
Oh no, they put him in the grass, and the grass is like
it's stabbing
clipping.
him. Wow. Good
That's
job,
one of those
guys.
reasons that when I had like that one picture with Twilight, I had to like do parts with grass, parts without, and then like Photoshop the grass over her. It was
You
super
need
annoying.
that Crystal Trixie.
But do they have a revamped CMC? Because
They have to if they did the
I remember seeing this and being like, "Where is
that.
the CMC?"
click the creator. Maybe he did the CMC.
No.
For your heart, no. Wow.
No, the only one I know of is the current one that I'm still using, which is essentially VN. Oh, where's the big pack you were talking about?
It's next page, I think. 90s Fluttershy? What's 90s Fluttershy? She's so 90s. And check one more page. I didn't see 90s Fluttershy.
She blepping. Oh no,
She
she's not
is.
blepping. That's her main. But she
Yeah.
got a little band-aid on her thing, and
That's
she got a
pretty cool.
like a
Little skateboards.
yeah, look at the very furry. Okay,
pink
this I
horse.
don't like. That is definitely added in post. You should not add fur-looking stuff like that in post for your advertising picture, because people are going to think that this main is what you're going to give them, and it's not what you're going to give them. That's not a good idea. I know it looks better as a picture, but it's false advertising.
Nasha? Who's that pony? Go to number 4. It's probably next page, maybe. Got heartwarming ponies. So many Twilights. I still don't see the back that I definitely. Next page. Because I remember the minuet.
I love
Oh,
this. That is not a good example.
Feels like it's this is the latest. I think I was in featured or something.
Yeah, because I'm back months.
Yeah. I was in
That's
featured.
interesting. Ooh.
Ooh,
If this model is separatable, like I can take it out for like remove it from her model, I could find use in that.
I think it must have been under featured. So yeah, those pages. Stars for keep going.
Are you talking about this for
No,
the main?
oh, yeah, I saw it. No. Well, that's the new G5 ones. Yeah.
No, that's what I have.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You're pointing out models that have been around for a year.
Okay. Well, the next page is the older ones. Right there.
This?
No. Next page. There. Yeah. Final Pony's back.
Those are VN models, though.
Are they?
This is uploaded in 2021.
Well.
Yeah, just looking at
it's
Trixie
new to
there.
me.
These are old versions of the models. They just added those versions, which is, you know, nifty. Having a Twilight like that is pretty handy, but I'm pretty sure those are old models.
Mm.
They're probably enhanced, which is still fine. Oh, look, I got Lyra and Bonbon in the chair.
Yeah, they're old now.
But also, this I understand also what they're going for here, but in terms of advertisements, these are all your characters that you're trying to advertise what they look like, and they're tiny and in the background.
Well,
It's not really showing me anything here of what I'm downloading. The pictures should very clearly show what it is you're downloading, and so many people just want to make a pretty picture. I did a couple preview pictures for people, and like when I did the blackjack one here, this was a little dark. We laid it up the final, but the main purpose for this was to show that how the light was reflecting off of it, because it was supposed to be metallic. So we're showing that was what it kind of would do. And then I think there was I did a Celestia one. I think those might be under different. Oh yeah, this is a Gilda one. This was the one I did for releasing the Gilda model. So I showed that one.
stupid.
But I made sure that everything else was whited out so that it focused on her. And it was nice up close and in detail. I thought there was I did one for I think the release of Celestia though too. Oh, I think this is the one. Yeah, but that one showed the whole model in there too. So like nice up close and big. So the model was, so the tail and stuff could move. Yeah, but I didn't add any fluffiness to the hair or anything. It's just,
The horses are cute though.
oh, what was the other one? I did, what's the evil horse from the movie?
Tempest?
Tempest, yeah.
She's not evil. She's misunderstood. And a little evil.
Yeah, I did this one. This was a preview I did too. And that one was trying to go from the movie look, but then the model looks a little weird from the front, so I made sure to do a profile. But also I worked with, I think was this Eric? Might have been playing around texture. So even though after they sent it to it, I'm like, we can make this look better. So we modified the values for all this armor to make it look much better and the reflections. And made sure that the lighting made sure to show that too. So that's what your thing should do. Anyway, we're done. Latest, yeah, we went to like most recent submissions at Pony SFM, and
Some cool new stuff.
oh no, not Pony Cyberfest.
Coupons.
Yeah, like latest submissions. Yeah, that was when you go to the site. If you scroll down, it goes right to latest.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking at.
And there's some good stuff in there. Surprised that they did the classmates before they did the CMC.
As far as I can tell, I mean, I don't know of any CMC that has a revamp, but if I remember right, the enhanced ones, the previous ones that had the smudgy little legs, that was made by Eric, I think, and he's the one that did the revamped as well. So I would have thought he did, but I tried looking once before, I didn't see it. I don't know.
Talk to him. Like, what's up?
I haven't talked to Eric for years. Let's go on.
Things loosening up a bit. It's getting a little easier.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It just needs to smooth out some of the little corners. It's like, because the resolution might be slightly more towards one side based on the spacing or something. So yeah, it just needs to have that little extra little bit knocked off or smooth out. Plus that's made with the nicer PLA, so it's also going to be a harder material.
Some kind of flexy.
Yep. No, that should be. Well, I mean, it's going to move around because it's just loose pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Paleo's in the bathroom. I take it. Taylor's doing their podcast, but they don't talk to any or just gets ignored. So, and then Cowgirl is not in the podcast. I thought she usually is.
She's playing Lethal Company with ponies.
Yeah. So I think I want to double check who else is on because we did find, at least the last time we actually found somebody really cool.
You just like the game they were playing?
The last time?
Mm-hmm.
It was an Inscription?
Yeah, it was Inscription.
I type pony and it says nothing found. And now it's saying ponies found.
Better pony.
Tiny equine, but oh yeah, that's still, there's no actual horse. You want actual horse.
Yeah.
Which is funny because we don't do it, but now we're like prioritizing
I want you to do it.
You want to have like a VTuber?
Yeah.
That wouldn't work for two people.
Yeah, could.
No.
You just
Well, kind of. If you told it to split right in the middle, yeah, we could probably make it work.
It could be horses.
But no.
There's Iron. That's the guy who was playing the one game last time. He's back up.
That one's like a tiny little horsey.
I'll
They're playing Super Lesbian Animal RPG.
Yes, that one. That sounds good.
Wait.
Super Lesbians.
Looking for a cassette tape. I thought that was Cassette Bees. I don't know about that. I don't know what that game is. That's scary.
Super Lesbians.
No, we can
Do Cowgirl. Yes.
who have we done most recently? I think we haven't done Paleo in a while.
Do you really want to go?
Oh, he's just doing
back to
Pokemon
Paleo?
cards.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so I think we can head over to
They got pony stuff.
Cowgirl. Let's look at all
Deer
those horses
bits.
down there. Where's the button there?
Oh yes.
There's lesbian furries looking for a cassette tape. Is that the actual full? No, the game is the RPG, but the
See, that's the game we could play as a group together.
Lethal Company.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been on the list for a while, but it's
Yeah.
again one of those games that we'd all have to pick it up, which gets expensive.
Yeah, but look how happy they all are as horses.
I don't know where there's happiness. I'm not seeing any like smiles.
Oh, that's joy. That's pure joy. Look at that Rainbow Dash. You think she's happy because she's eating Cheez-Its? No, she's happy because she's a horse. She's eating Cheez-Its.
I don't know why Fluttershy is just in a rocker, but
Yeah.
she's old. She's just bringing up you energy. Where's your like? Aren't you gonna get like a leather chair that you're gonna sit in your room and then grumble while watching your CRT?
I almost did get like the old man chair the one time.
You're just gonna tell me to come in your room so I can move the antenna.
You can be the antenna.
I'm not getting my shows.
That's what you call the children in. They just stand in place like, hold it there, don't move. Until my show's done. But yes.
Yeah. But anyways, we will see you guys on Friday. We'll be back on Friday, and there is no stream next Tuesday because it's gonna be Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So-
I won't be here anyway.
Yeah, we'll be all gone. So we'll see you on Friday. Bye bye.
Bye. Gotta be.
Even your weird noises at the end.